plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
Good morning and welcome to Hochanda. Another fabulous day with lots to be had during the day. But before we get into the throes of our regular shows, we've got a fabulous hour dedicated to Craft Price Drop. Now, if you've not joined us before, I will explain to you exactly what Craft Price Drop is all about. It's a falling price auction. Now, in an auction, usually you will bid and each bid comes in and it's higher than the previous one. And whoever gets that highest price wins that item. Well, not here on Craft Price Drop. We do it the other way around. We start off with the start price and then we start dropping the price down. So let me explain to you. On the screen you have the details come up and you can see this is our first live auction. So at the top of the screen you've got your item number, and this is a live auction. You can get involved straight away if you have joined us before and you know exactly what's going on. Just below there you'll get a description telling you a little about what we have got for your bundle, but don't worry, I'll tell you more about it as each of those bundles appear. But then you've got your start price. Now this is important because this is the price that you would normally pay for the items that we're bringing to you. We've got a fabulous bundle on your screen as you can see here, but of course that price that we've got on the screen is not the price that you're going to be paying, because once we get this auction underway we start to drop that price and we keep dropping it and dropping it and dropping it until we have no stock left. The last person will lock in that price and everybody, whether you were the first person or the last person, will pay that final lowest price, and it's at that point that we actually debit your card, so you can get involved as early as you like and take advantage of those savings along with everybody else. You'll see post and packing, so if you're not a Freedom member then you'll need to pay your post and packing, which will be displayed on your screen for each of those auctions. And then just below there's a little triangle. What will happen is we will introduce the quantity at some stage to give you an idea of what you're up against. Now this could be a large number, it could be a low number, it just depends. On this occasion we're only talking about 15, and what we do tend to find is some of these auctions get incredibly busy. Sometimes people will go for more than one because they know that those prices could drop as low as 80% savings, so it's definitely worth getting involved nice and early. So should we kick things off? Yeah, why not? Now, I love working with ribbon, and I know many of you crafters out there do as well. We've got lots of people this morning joining me. Of course, you can watch us online via Craft Price Drop. You can watch us through Hochanda, actually, because it's 7 o'clock in the morning. And I know lots of you watch via Facebook as well. So good morning to Nigel and Heather. There was another name that popped into my head, Terry as well. Good morning. It's good to see you this morning, so bright and early. Good to have your company. Right. Ribbons, let me tell you about these. These are beautiful. I love my ribbons at the best of times, and these are fabulous. We've got a set of 4 here. May Arts, brilliant quality, I have to say. And these are a little bit different. Now, as you look at them there, they look interesting. They're on round reels, but that's not the interesting look, because when I pop those down, you will be able to see the beauty of each and every one of these. Now, the price on your screen, £99.85. I'm sorry, 53 pence. Where did I get 85 pence from? Oh my goodness, I should have gone to that famous opticians. And now this one here, £19.37 on its own. Now let's flip that over and see what quantity. Glasses got to go on. Let's have a look. We've got 15 yards on that one. We'll look at that in closer detail in a minute. That's like a kind of plush, almost like a velvet feel to that. Very nice. Next one, grosgrain. I do love a bit of grosgrain ribbon. Let's flip that one over again. 30 yards on that one. £25.36 you'll be paying for that. Sorry, £24.36. I need to get my ears tested as well. It's an inch and a half wide, so really good width with that one, and we'll have a look at that one in closer detail and what we can do with that maybe. Keep an eye on those quantities, down to 14 already. Oh, look at this. This is a nice one. This one we're talking 30 yards with this particular one. £24.36 if you wanted to get this one on its own. And finally, oh, look at this for a bit of luxury. Now, this is a nice fine one as well. Kind of like a two-tone. Brilliant. Now, guess what? You're getting the 100 yards on these. These are big spools. £31.34 with that one. So, actually works well with that, doesn't it? Now, have you noticed already we have got 2 people involved, even at that top price, because you know you're not paying that price. You know, you've been here before. Now, let's get that auction underway. Let's get some price drops in action. Chevrons will pop up from time to time, and what that means is we've got a price plummet in play. Oh, that's a tough one to say at this time in the morning. But what it means is you bring that price down. Now, straight away, you can see there, we've got a saving there, as you can see. So we're looking at a 19% saving, OK? So it's almost as if you're getting that green one as a bonus. Should we have a look at that green one, actually talking about it, because this is a little bit different. This one is almost like a die-cut ribbon. Glasses are going to be on and off all morning, I've got a feeling. You know when you have one of those days and you just know it's going to be that way. So look at this. How beautiful is this? Now these, they're kind of like die cut from a fabric. They've almost got a suedette feel to them. Beautiful, I have to say. Now, I am going to say, let's have a little look. Now, the price is dropping as we're talking. I'm just going to work out. I'm going to do the old rule of thumb. So we're talking about yards. So is it nose to tips, fingertips? That's about yard, isn't it? Okay, so in a yard you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 of those leaves. And then you've got 15 and you've got 15 yards. What's 15 times 15? Can't do that one in my head, but that's a lot of leaves. Lots of leaves that you could be chopping into and using on your cards. Now you can see we're down to 10 quantities already with this one. £66.76. That price is going to continue to drop. While we've got stock, that is the first rule of craft price drop. Secondly, we've got your grosgrain ribbon. This is a beautiful one. Really good quality with this one. And this one, you've got a huge reel again, 30 yards we are talking. Now look at this. This is quality. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Quick and easily you can create some incredible bows. It's 1.5 inches wide, so it's a really good size, and you can see instantly you've got bows with substance, shall we say. Very quickly I've done that, but of course you can take the time and trouble to do your doubles and triple bows and have a look at that. Even if you're using that on your kind of clothing, imagine that on a straw boat. Yes, punting down the river as you do. Yeah. Oh look, it goes with my shirt too as well. Put pigtails in. There you go. That would work. Now look at this for a little bit of luxury. Oh, it's going to be red, white and blue everywhere this weekend, isn't it, with that royal wedding going on? Probably not enough time for you to get hold of this, but I have to say red is such a gorgeous ribbon to be working with as well. Brilliant quality. We're talking satin effect ribbon with this particular one. And again, look at that. The sheen and shine, a little really does go a long way with this one. Team that up with some gems, and incidentally we have got some coming up a little bit later on. But look at that, absolutely cute and beautiful. £65.68, that's your price at this current moment in time, but of course that price is going to continue to drop. Oh, the music's changed. That means something's happening. Something is happening. My ears are pricked up because I know we've got those chevrons coming in, and we have got a price drop in play. We've got a plummet. Don't you know? Ooh, look at that, 43% saving we're talking now. £55.80. It's almost as if you're getting 2 of these reels as a bonus now. Right, let's have a look at that finer ribbon. Now, this particular one, I'd be tempted, now see if I can do this, do multiples. Figure of 8. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one because I haven't got my bow maker with me. Pull that through. No, I haven't quite got it right, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's a bit early in the morning for me to be doing anything that's working correctly. Oh, here we go. Tied myself into the whole bundle. You can see there, you're going to get delicate bows with this one because we're talking a finer detail with this one. Do you know what I'd be tempted to do, though? I'd be tempted to use this one alongside that red one because you've got those red undertones as well. Thank you, Nigel. He's liking my nails this morning. Well, we've got Kent going on this weekend, so I figured that, and the wedding and the FA Cup final, it's all kicking off, isn't it, this weekend? So I thought, well, I better make the effort. Give it a go. Only got 8 opportunities for you to get involved, guys. Please do not miss out on these. These are beautiful ribbons. And you can see as I'm playing around with these, I'm not crushing these ribbons. They're not getting scrunched up in the process. They've still got quality. here we go, look at that. That's the kind of result you can get if you take 2 of those. And when you've got the price that we're looking at, you don't mind mixing those bows up, you don't mind using lots more of those ribbons. On the occasions where you might have been a bit frugal, when we're bringing those prices down as low as we are, now, we are looking at 7 opportunities, 7 chances for you to get involved, and look at that price. £31.44. So that was that particular reel on its own. You're paying for that one and you are getting all of the bonus. That is kind of the effect that you're paying now. £31.44. 7 chances. Now overall we've got 100 yards on that one, we've got 30 yards on that one, another 30 on that, so it's 160 yards, 175 yards in total for £31.20. Well, it was till a few moments ago. Those chevrons came back in, and that's it. The price is dropping down again. We've got 6 of these, half a dozen left. £18.83. That is better than 80% saving now. So I can't say to you now, oh, it's like you're buying one of these and getting the others as a bonus, because we've gone below that figure now. Look at this, what a mess I've made here on this counter. Let's tidy it up a little bit. Got that grosgrain ribbon, that gorgeous blue, it's almost like a royal blue stripe. Those fabulous leaves featuring there as well. That fabulous, gorgeous lusciousness of the red featuring here as well. And don't forget, when you have got these, you can use them in a whole variety of different ways. Use them on your cards, use them on your home decor. Even use them in things like your gift wrapping as well. When you're paying these kind of prices, it's probably more affordable to go down this route than it is to go down the route of actually buying gift ribbon. Don't forget, the price that you've got on the screen there is lower than the price of that one reel with those fabulous leaves on there. 2 chances. Lots of you getting involved now. We're not going to have enough to go around. Please be as quick as you possibly can to get those baskets checked out. 1 chance left. Who's going to take that one? Is it going to be you? I hope so, because you've got a bargain if you do. £18.35. That's the lowest price at the moment. Who's going to lock it in? Catherine, you did it. Thank you.
Price lock.
Thank you, Catherine. You locked that price in for everybody, and what a fabulous price you got for us. 2 minutes later, Catherine, you could have missed that, because that's what happens here at Craft Price Drop. You have to be quick, and I'm sure there will be people who are watching that did miss out on that auction. So apologies if you didn't manage to get in, but you have to get in nice and early. That is the key thing. And look at this. We need to just about get this onto our counter here. In fact, I'm bound to knock something over. You know what I'm like. Now, look at these. Feast your eyes on these. This is exciting because we've never seen these before on Craft Price Shop. We are talking about a set of 14 stencils. These are beautiful. Looking at them earlier on, I have to say, it's so exciting, the designs with these. I will separate them up and show you them in a little bit closer detail, but to start off with, we can't fit them all on if we separate them out. So, £81.19 will get you all 14 of these. Now, they are stencils around that kind of fairy feel with these. Francian fairies. And it comes with a little guide as well, a little booklet to help you with some inspiration. So don't worry if you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure what to do with these. And don't forget, you can draw on the inspiration of some of our guests that come to us who work with metal stencils. Sweet Poppy Designs bring us some beautiful techniques and ideas. And don't forget, you can use similar techniques to the ones that you use with your plastic stencils as well, or your mylar stencils. This one gives you lots of ideas, lots of suggestions, and just a really good little book to give you some ideas, not just for using with these, but perhaps to inspire you with other things that you've got in your crafty stash. But we need to kick things off. Oh, we already have. That price has already started coming down. £80.95. You can see it on your screen there. It needs to come down a bit more than that though, doesn't it? We'll give it one of those, see if we can get the ball rolling. Let's get that price down a little further for you. Just to tempt us to take a look at these a little closer, perhaps. Wow, that's a £20 saving. That is a really good saving, isn't it? It's almost as if you're looking at, well, not £3 off each one. We've got 14. It's almost as if, yeah, 50p off each one, is it? Oh, I can't remember now. It's early. It's 7:15 in the morning. I don't do maths before 7:30. Girls got to have standards. 916041. That is the item number. Now, the reason I got excited by these is because these stencils are metal stencils. So let's take a look at. Should we go for the centre one? Let's bring this one up. Now, these are beautiful. This is one of the little corners, and to be honest, I could have picked up any one of these. They're absolutely beautiful, each one. Now, this one is gorgeous. Metal stencils you can use in a variety of ways. We can use them with our pastes and our paints and our inks, get messy with them. We can also put them through our die cutting machines with our embossing mats. so as we can actually get that detail. You can also use these with things like your parchment or your vellum, maybe a light box. Maybe use your embossing tool around there, going into those little holes there and kind of make decorative elements. But have a closer look at these. These have got stitch detail with them as well. Little tiny holes that you can actually pierce and stitch through. And I'm going to hold this as tight as I possibly can to see if you can see we've got those grooves there which kind of depict those stitch areas. Now, if you ever join us for Rob, you know Rob, who comes in with adds some sparkle and just those fabulous cards, this means that you can actually get that stitch detail perhaps with your glittery threads over and over again. And that's just one way of using these. This is why stencils always prove to be so incredibly popular, because you love them. Metal stencils, now they've got these beautiful ones as well here. Have a look at these. These ones haven't got the stitch detail on, but look at the size of these. Could you imagine making panels to go on your DL cards with these, or maybe your gatefold cards, a gorgeous butterfly featuring here? That'd make a beautiful bookmark, wouldn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Frames featuring in here as well. So of course you've got your metal frame. I love the way that kind of just rolls inside there, as you can see. Little hearts featuring on that one. Oh, this one's the other way around. Let's turn that one around. There you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's why, because you've got butterflies on it. Sorry, juggling it round. There you go. So you've got your butterflies on your corners, as you can see there. But isn't that pretty? These are just 3 of those. Now, £60 and 2p. £60 and 2p. That is your price at the moment. It doesn't matter because the price is going down. Bringing that price right the way down. And we're going to be saving every single time we drop that price, you are saving. Now, look at that. £40 and 60p. That's better than a half price deal now. Better than half price. Shall I pick these up and have a look at them in closer detail? Shall we go through them? Because it's always a bit tricky with the packaging. Sometimes you don't actually see, so I'm going to completely mess everything up. So apologies to Hannah, who so beautifully and almost mathematically laid these out. So let's go through them in detail. So there we go, the corner. I think this might be the corner that we started off with at the top, showing you that again. Beautiful, use that 4 corners together. You're going to get a fabulous frame building together with those. Whoops-a-daisy, that's going to happen a lot. Then, of course, look at this one. This is gorgeous. Nice little square frame. Pretty detail on the corners. There are little tiny Art Deco roses featuring with these. That's a nice idea. Do like that one as well. But then have a look at this one. This is useful. This one's got a little Celtic feel in the corner there. Little flowers, little hearts. These are going to work with those other frames that we saw just a few moments ago. Oh, this is a nice one. Very little fan detail. Lots of stitch detail on this one. Lots of little holes for you to pierce and get some wonderful effects with those. Or more butterflies. That's going to work with that large butterfly we looked at just a few moments. I love the butterfly trails. Again, stitch detail. Imagine getting your glittery threads involved with those as well. But of course, don't forget, if you don't want to add those in, then all you need to do is actually work with that top area that you've got there. Oh, look at these. How dainty are these? Nice open areas as well, so plenty for you to work with these as well. Keep an eye on that price. Look at it, it's below £40 now. Wow, this is nice. Again, those flowers. We saw those corners a few moments ago with those roses featuring. So you could have one of those in each of the corners as you're working with these designs. Now, this is a pretty one. Look at that. This one, again, a lot of stitch detail with this one. So you've got little piercing holes there. So you could take those and put your threads in, create a gorgeous butterfly wing featuring with that one. Do like that idea. Talking of butterflies, have a look at this one. Nice little border strip with this one as well. Very pretty, lots of detail with that one. We're coming down to the last couple that I'm holding. That's besides the ones that we were looking at on the papers. Gorgeous flowers. Again, we saw that one with the corners, and again, even more stitch detail with this one. Well, now you can see why they're such good value for money. Now you can see why so many of you are getting involved with these. But of course, we've still got stock. Still got stock, so that price is going to continue to drop. Look at that. Wow. We are talking about a 65% saving. £27 and 68p for all 14 of these. Now, I've laid them out, and I will accept that they aren't laid out as beautifully as our lovely Hannah did first thing this morning, now that I've got my mitts on them. But have a look at these designs. Beautiful designs. Marilyn, Sue, you are involved with this one. Don't blame you. Don't blame you, ladies, because it's brilliant. Don't forget, you've got your book of inspiration featuring with these as well. So even if you've never worked with stencils before and you're not too sure what to do with them, this is going to give you little pointers, little ideas of how to get going with them. Gorgeous designs. We're talking fairies with lots of these, but not fairies as in there are fairies on every single one of these, but as in the details that you've got butterflies and kind of fairy feelings. So let's have a little look. What we're going to learn about piercing, we're going to learn about embroidery, how to emboss with these, how to use them for cutting, tearing, three-dimensional cutting as well. Then you've got little ideas and cards here of how you can work with. Now there are some decoupage sheets that they do work alongside. You may already have those in your crafty stash, but by using those you will team them up. But look at that border just running down the edge of a card. That you can quite easily cut if you've got your card stock that's going to either fussy cutting it, or even if you've got a die that's going to work with those, adding corners in to whatever embellishment you've got in the centre there, using your apertures. Beautiful. Love it when we get a bit of inspiration, because sometimes you need that, don't you? That price, £27.08. The chevrons are back. The price is dropping down again. We've got another price plummet in play. Where are we going to end up with this one? Ooh, £19.62p. Now this is brilliant because we've got some really large stencils in here. Have a look at these. Some of these are almost like A5 in size. So if you consider this an A4 sheet, so you might be able to get... I don't know whether you managed to get through those. Now, the saving that we've got on your screen, we've gone below that £20 bracket now. So we are talking a 75% saving now. If you were to see savings like that on the high street, you would be through that door, wouldn't you? You'd be filling your baskets, and that's exactly what you are doing now. Now, if you are watching us and you're not too sure how to get involved, well, obviously you'll be watching via Hochanda, our main channel. We bring you 2 craft price drop shows a day as standard on Hochanda. 7 o'clock in the morning, which is where we are now. Curtsy. And then 7 o'clock this evening. I think we've got Yanis tonight. He'll be doing his curtsy, no doubt, later on. Now, lots of you do get involved, and if you are a Freedom member, you can get involved and not pay any additional post and packing. So it's always worth, excuse me, considering. Bottom of your screen there, you can see lots of people who've got involved with our auctions already, and you will see it says Freedom member, and that is because they are aware of the savings and the benefits of being a Freedom member. You don't have to be a Freedom member to get involved at Craft Price Drop, but don't forget, £4.95 posting is quite a chunk of your saving that you're going to be paying back. So perhaps being a Freedom member can keep those savings in your pocket a little longer. That price, as we've been chatting, is continuing to drop. £18.99 being a price on your screen now. And if you get involved now, then don't worry, that price is going to continue to drop. Now, before long, we'll be bringing in those quantities just to give you an idea of what sort of stock we've got of these. We started off at £81.19. We've only got 9 of these left. Oh, my goodness. £18.81 for 14 stencils. Varying in size from corners, small corners, granted. Some of them you've got multiples on there as well. We're going right the way up to those larger stencils as well, so don't forget, these are going to go a long, long way to creating some beautiful cards just in their own right. You don't need to be die cutting. You can be doing these simply by piercing by hand, get some stitch detail involved with these as well. Absolutely gorgeous stencils. 14 of them. Crafts 2, brilliant brand. I haven't even spoken about the fact they bring us some wonderful deals. But look at that. 3 opportunities, should I say, for you to get involved. 3 bundles of 14 dies, 2 bundles of 14 dies for £18.54, 45 pence. I have to be quick with those words. 1 opportunity left. Who's going to take it? Do you fancy picking them up for that price? I certainly would do. Ruth, you got them. Thanks for locking in that price.
Price lock.
Now, don't forget, lots of you getting involved there. £18.45. That was an incredible saving. Well done. If you got hold of those, then definitely do. Don't forget, as we mentioned before, you can get involved nice and early if you want to. As soon as you bring those details up on the screen, you can get involved. But the key thing is, I know lots of you will pop them into your baskets and leave them there until we see a price that you like. Now, the thing you've got to be aware of is you have to check out your baskets to be a part of the auction. So please do not forget to check out your baskets. Rest assured, your card will not be debited until we lock in that price, because we don't know what price it's going to be until that moment. So don't worry about that. Now, Tonic. Tonic bring us a fabulous range of crafting goodies. Of course, we have Paola and our lovely Jodie come and join us regularly, and they bring a fabulous range of all sorts. It could be die cutting materials, elements, papers, cards, glitters, you name it. They bring us all sorts, and they bring us some wonderful dies too. Now, this one is a lovely set of dies. We've got 8 dies in total, and they are rounded strip dies. Now, with these, they're gorgeous because you've got a non-cutting edge. So the straight edge that you can see on each of these, it could be the front of your card. It could be the fold of your card, the fold of a gatefold card. But then you've got your decorative detail and you've got your rounded edge. Those are all cut. So those are going to cut away to give you beautiful panels and beautiful edges. Now I'm going to turn these around because on the back of each of these packages you've got a little bit of inspiration, giving you ideas of how you can use these, whether it's portrait, whether it's landscape, whether you're dressing them up or dressing them down. It's entirely up to you. But have a look at these. Of course, Tonic brings us lots of inspiration, and I know Jodie has got her own Facebook page as well, so of course you can jump on there and get some ideas of how you can be working with these there too as well, I am sure. But this is a brilliant deal. £55.96 for all of these dies. To be honest, really good saving price, should I say. She's got 8 dies in total. But of course, that's not the price you're going to be paying. Alison knows that. She's got involved nice and early, and she knows straight away she's already saving 23% because the price has dropped down already, £42.55. Now, if you want to get hold of these, and like Alison have jumped in nice and early, then do not worry. The price that you see on your screen is not the price you're going to be paying. We've not brought the quantities in yet. That's how I know. That's how I know that we're not going to lock that price in. Not for a little while yet. But the key thing is I don't know when it's going to happen. Don't know when those quantities are going to come in, and I certainly don't know how many we've got. We could just have as few as half a dozen. Sometimes that happens. Or we could have larger quantities. But even when we have larger quantities, we have lots of people involved, as we do with those lower quantities, and it comes down to who's the fastest. Who's the quickest person to pick up the phone lines and get involved? Who's the quickest person to check out their baskets? It's worth thinking about. Chevron's back. Let's have a look at that price. What can we do with that price for you? We can bring it down. That's the only way prices go at Craft Price Drop. Look at that, £28.88. That's a 48% saving. Wow. And I love these because you've got so many different occasions you can be using these for. You've got Celtic theme, very popular with regards to things like weddings. The little bows featuring on these as well. These wouldn't look out of place being used with some of those stencils we saw just a few moments ago from Crafts 2. What else? We've got florals and Art Deco detail with these too as well. Little tiny stars. Again, you've got those almost like pinprick effects that you've got with these as well. Absolutely gorgeous, each and every single one of these. You'll be using them over and over again. They'll become your favourites. Don't forget, if you need your storage for your dies, jump onto our website, hochanda.com, and you can organise that too. Debbie, Dan, Lorraine, it's good to have you all involved. You're getting involved with this particular auction already, taking advantage of those savings. That's a huge saving already. The price is continuing to drop. We've not put the quantities in yet. We're not locking in that price just yet. We're going to let you get involved as soon as you want to get involved. Please do so. Give us a call, of course, if you want to, or you can get onto the website, hochanda.com. Don't forget, you can get involved watching us via the app as well on our, if you've got an iPhone, you can watch it on there. I don't know how it works with regards to Craft Price Drop. I think you just add it to your basket the same way as you would with other shows. I don't know. I can't check it out on here. Check it out for me. 12 chances. Gosh, that's not many, is it? That's not many at all. So you can see they're music themed as well. Oh my goodness, how often do we get asked for cards to depict something that's got a music theme on there? Whether it's for somebody playing music or somebody enjoys music, don't forget. And lots of us do enjoy music, don't we? I was singing along in the car on the way into work. Needed to do something. It was bright and early when I got up this morning. Now the details on your screen are 287828. That is your all-important item number. That's the number that you need if you want to get involved. 11 chances to get involved, but we're bringing that price down once more. Where are we going? Where's that price going to stop? Wow, less than £20 now for all of these together. It's a 65% saving. Oh my goodness. So to start off with, we're looking at £55.96 for all of these. So does that work out around, well, it's a little over, about £13 a bundle, £12.99, something like that? I'm guessing £19 and 12 pence. That's certainly. So I have £4.78 per bundle, and you've got 2 dies in each of those. Less than £5 per bundle, and these are dies that you will be using over and over again. They're not dies that you're going to be picking up because they're a good price, and that's it. They're usable dies. They're dies that are going to give you a purpose with regards to actually crafting with these. They're not going to be tucked away and not used. They're going to be ones that when people ask you for something, like I said there with the music, something music themed, instantly you've got a starting point. Instantly you've got something to get that creative mojo going when you need something that you perhaps just haven't got yourself ready to get started for that crafty session. We've only got 6 chances for you to get involved, and we're looking at less than £19 now for these. £18.96 for all 4 of these dies, 8 dies in total, as you can see there, depicting gorgeous detail that you can use on so many different occasions. Could be birthdays. It's one of those occasions that we make so many cards for, isn't it, birthdays? It could be an anniversary, it could be get well soon. Beauty of these dies is when they actually cut, you've got a straight edge, as you can see, then that's not a cutting edge. So, for instance, let's turn one of these around and I will show you exactly what I mean. So this one here, this one hasn't got a straight edge that you've got here, so it's going to create that gorgeous decorative edge there, but not cut it into your card, which means that then you can get that gorgeous detail on gatefolds, on things like your easel cards as well. Imagine those arched tops on easel cards. 2 chances, getting myself carried away with my creativity. I'm just like you, looking at them thinking, how am I going to use these? How am I going to be able to use these in my crafty sessions? Well, there's lots of ways. They are just the starting point for getting those creative juices flowing. There's only 1 chance now for you to get involved. I know we've got lots of people taking advantage of those already. 1 opportunity, 1 left. Somebody's going to lock that price in for everybody. It might be you, and it was Carol. Thank you.
Price lock.
It's a good price. Very good price. Very fair price, I have to say. £18.86. Ooh, now. That's a good price. Hope you took advantage of that if you had the opportunity. Now, I look like I've disappeared here, haven't I? This is a brilliant bundle. Cardstock is always popular here at Half Price Shop because we bring you some incredible savings. Now, we've not seen these before. These are new. These are double-sided pearlescent, which in itself is quite a treat. But have a look at these, because you've got choices with regards to the way you're using these. You're going to get all of these, so you're going to get 48 sheets in total. Now, we're getting busy for these already, and I don't blame you. Now, on one side, you can see that you've got this white print, and I'll tell you a little bit about that print in just a few moments. Then on the underside, it's exactly the same colour as the backdrop, but just plain. Okay, so that one that we're looking at there with those roses on, let me just flip that over and you can see you've got that gorgeous look at the quality. Now, we are talking 250 GSM with these. This is beautiful. Now, let's talk about that little feeling that you've got here. Now, this, it's almost as if they've been stenciled on your behalf. And you have almost like a chalky finish with these. So if you wanted to go over, perhaps with your watercolour paints, should I say. I'll probably do it with paints more so than pencils, because the pearlescent that you've got, I've got a feeling would act as a resist. So you could add colour to those roses if you wanted to. Add colour to those swirls. Is that going to go back in place? It has. Now have a look at the colours we've got here. Gorgeous colours. Got the blue that we just looked at, that lovely zesty green. Gorgeous rich berry purple here. Gold featuring. We've got cream tones. We've got pale tones. Absolutely gorgeous array. And you've got 2 of each of these. 24 packs in total. That's really good value for money, and it's good choice as well, because of course 48 sheets though could have quite easily said to you, oh, you've got 2 packs, 1 in gold, 1 in green, but not on this occasion. You've got 48 packs each, sorry, 24 packs, 2 of each. 48 sheets, that's what I meant to say. Each one of those packs has got a different colour in them, so you've got a whole different look with these. Lovely. £18.12. That is the price that we've got at the moment. That's a 35% saving. Lots of you snapping these up already. Lots of you taking advantage of these gorgeous tones. So at the front here, we've got silver grey featuring in these. We've got like a steel grey. We've got a lovely sky blue feature in there as well. Gorgeous kind of rich brown in there too. Coppery tones, red tones with these as well. Gorgeous elegance as well, as you can see with these. And don't forget, every single one of these, when you actually turn them over, you have got your plain cardstock on the underside. Gorgeous pearlescent look. So if you don't want to have that white detail, then use that underside. But the gorgeous pearlescence that you've got with this is going to come to true form when you start using them with your embossing folders and things like that. The quality of that, incredible. £18.06. I don't know how many we've got of these. Don't know how many opportunities we've got, but I know at some point we will bring that quantity in. So as you know what you're up against, because you might be sitting there thinking, oh, I'm going to sit and wait. I'll wait till that price comes down to below the £18 figure. I'll wait till it comes to, I don't know, you might have £17.50, £17.75 in your head. But the key thing is that price Might not get that low if the quantity gets snapped up. And do you really want to miss out on this deal for the sake of 20 pence, 25 pence or something like that? I would get involved as early as you possibly can, because of course you can see on that screen there the price has dropped below that £18 price already. £17.97. Originally it's £27.99. We are saving over £10 with these. Oh, plumb it and play. Ooh. I wonder what's going to happen with that price now then. Really? Oh my goodness, £12.98, less than £13 for these. Wow. Can you really afford to give this one a miss? Now, if you're making your cards for profit, or maybe you're making your cards for crafting and for charities, fundraising, obviously with charities you don't get your reimbursement with regards to your materials. We know that that's part of the beauty of helping and creating cards to raise funds for your chosen charities. But of course, generosity is one thing, but paying for your craft materials is another thing. So opportunities like this, perfect. Think about the scenarios as well. If you're making crafts with groups, maybe you're getting involved with Girl Guides, Brownies, Scouts, Cubs. We've only got 11 chances for you to get involved. Now, when we see those prices on your screen there, lots of you will be thinking, do you know what, I might go for a couple of these, and again, I'd do it. Go for it. But when we've got quantities of just around 11, this is going to be dropping down to 10 before we know it. You have to get in soon. That's only 5 chances for people to get hold of them in doubles. Bear that in mind. So yeah, whether you're making things, maybe you've got crafty workshops that you run, crafty club that you're involved with, maybe even buddy up with a friend. Take that cost that we've got on your screen there, go for this, and then offer half the bundle to a colleague of yours or a friend of yours for half that price. I know lots of you do that as well. I've seen it on Facebook. You buddy up and you're like, I'll get it, yeah, I'll take half of that, we'll split the cost. You'll have people falling over themselves to get involved with these, especially when you look at that price, £12.78. 7 chances for you to get involved. Don't forget you have got 24 packs in each of these sets that we're selling to you here, this bundle here. Works out at 53 pence per pack. Now, when I had my craft shop and we had premium cardstock and we had embossed detail, pearlescent detail, we used to charge a premium price with these, so you could pay like 99p for one sheet, and that was a fair price. But now, 5 chances for you to get hold of all of these for £12.58. That is an opportunity not to be missed. These are gorgeous. If you take advantage of these, you will not be kicking yourself in the slightest. You could be kicking yourself if you miss out, and you might be kicking yourself when they arrive and you've got all that gorgeous bundle of gorgeousness and you think, oh, I wish I'd gone for a couple of them now. You're not going to have the opportunity because we've got, well, you could if you quit, well, you can't now. That's what I was about to say. We've got one chance for somebody to lock in that price. That price has been locked in. Susan, you did that for us. Thank you, Susan. Oh, you were close there, though, Susan. You very nearly missed out on that one. You nearly did. If you're watching and you want to get involved with any of our auctions, don't leave it to the last minute. Reason being, we can find that we have a surge on the phone lines, we get lots of people on the website, and those quantities are snapped up so quickly you could miss out. Now, this is an interesting bundle for you. Now, I don't know whether you've come across the brand name of Zutter. They created a bind it all machine, and I have actually got one of those tucked away. And this is a kit that works alongside it. Now, it's a bundle of all sorts of bits and pieces. Now, if you're wanting to make it up just as the packaging is showing us, then you do need to have your machine, your bind it all machine. The reason being because you need to be punching holes in the elements that are here, and also the fabulous spiral that we've got here. Now, I know it was a tool that was incredibly popular in its day. I have to admit, I've not seen it around for a while, but I've got one, and it's a really useful tool to use because what it does, it allows you to cut holes and actually bind things together. We've got people involved for this one already. You're going to be like me, you're going to have that tool and you've been waiting for exciting things to come to use it. Now, if you haven't got that bind it all machine, then please don't disregard this one and think, oh, it's not for me, because I can see the opportunities as a crafter. Crocodile. If you've got a crocodile, you are going to be able to cut through the covers. Look at these. You're going to be able to make your own fabulous little booklets with these. You've got these little tabs that feature with some of these. You've also got elements that haven't got the tabs. So you could be using these just literally as coasters if you wanted to. Get your Pebeo paints involved with these. But now we're getting busy for this one. We need to get this auction underway. I think this could be a quick one. 720, I can hear the panic in our little Charlotte's voice in my ear. Oh my goodness, it's going so fast, she's saying. 720-524, we've not dropped that price down, 33% saving, £16.50. We're going to have to bring that quantity in nice and early because you are loving this idea. If you want to get hold of this, you've only got 14 opportunities. Now, you've got obviously your card to make it the covers. And I can say card in the loose sense of the word because it's wood-based. Okay, so the base is wood-based. You've got 10 4x4 chipboard dividers. That's the word I was looking for. Then you have got 10 4x4 tabbed dividers. 40 of your 4x4 cardstock pages, and you've also got your Zutter O-wire. That's that kind of funny looking thing that you've got here. If you've got one of those machines, you'll know exactly what you need to do with that. You've got your little feet here, so your little sponge bases, so it can actually sit down, and it creates a fabulous little rotating binder that you can create here. Now, I think even if you haven't got your machine, you've got, even, look at that, they even give you the screw for you to put the base in place. This, do you know what? The price on your screen, I'd make a clock with that. You've got a drilled hole in there. You could actually get your movement in and put in place, and away you go. Don't know what to do with that bit, though. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's what I've been looking for. It's a gavel. I'm going to keep this one here now. Now, if you want to get involved, £12.72. We've only got 8 chances for you to get involved. At that price, you would be tempted to go for a couple of these, and I wouldn't blame you. Don't forget, you've got, where am I? Where am I? 10, 20, oh my goodness. Oh, all of a sudden, 2 left. Oh my goodness, panic stations. What happened there? 720-524. If you've got your Zutter machine, if you've got your binder talk, that is the auction for you, and it's gone. Thanks to everyone who got involved. Gosh, catch your breath, Hayley West. Oh my goodness, £12.70. That was that fast. I nearly got myself a nosebleed on that one. It just went zooming by. So thank you to everybody who got involved. Lots of you being involved in our auctions today are Freedom members as well, and that's a really wise move because, of course, it means that your post and packing is included. With that monthly membership of £6.97, you don't have to worry about any of our shows. Of course, £6.97 will get you unlimited standard delivery on Craft Price Shop as well as our main shows. Discounts as well. Discounts of up to 60% sometimes. Your members badge and your monthly newsletter. Now, if you're watching from overseas, perhaps in Europe, then you can get involved too as well. Of course, we are talking euros and cents, and normally you'd be paying €11.99 for your postage. Freedom membership is at €14.97 a month, so definitely worth considering. And if you're watching from further afield, perhaps watching us from America, no, Nancy watches us from Boston, and she's a Freedom member. She pays just $19.99 a month, and that means that she's got unlimited standard delivery. Other than that, it'd be $8.95. I nearly said all of the different currencies without slipping up. And there's that last moment there. It's a lot to get your head round at this time in the morning. Now, I got excited by these dies because always, I get people come up to me who have invested in a die cutting machine and they don't know what to go for. Where do I get started? Which are the best dies to go for? Sentiments, we use sentiments over and over and over again. And a good quality set of sentiment dies is something that I always recommend to people. And this is brilliant. Lovely set. We are talking about dies that are going to create some gorgeous sentiments for you to use over and over again. Now, on the cover here, I will let you know into a secret. When I looked at these, I thought, oh, OK, that's nice. You get a nice sentiment there. Happy birthday. Very, very nice. So is that 3 sentiments? Well, no, it isn't, because in each one of these you've got 2 sentiments. So happy birthday we're looking at the moment. In happy birthday, you've got happy birthday and you're invited. In the next one that we look at, we've got just a note and thank you. That's the middle die that we're looking at there. And then over on the far side, we've got thinking of you and get well soon. So do you know what? You are covered for pretty much every occasion here, aren't you? If you want to send a get well card, you've got something there. If you want to say a happy birthday card, which we do over and over again, then straight away you can get involved with these. Right, let's get this auction underway. Details are on your screen. 742366 being your item number, £27.93 being your price. The price is dropping down though, and that's the only direction prices go in Craft Price Drop. They only go down. £16.22. We're looking at a 41% saving. We've got some pretty quirky discounts going on today, haven't we? None of your round ones. Little odd ones popping in as well. Charlotte, she's doing her work, bless her. Have a look at these. Now, these are really good sizes. So, when you're looking at these, we're looking at the Happy Birthday one here. This time, we are looking at, it's 4 inches by, well, roughly an inch, 15 sixteenths. So we might as well say that. In new money, we are talking 10.2 centimetres by 2.4. So really good sizes. We're bringing the quantities in on this one nice and early because we've not got a huge stock of these ones. We've only got 14. I stand corrected. And these are beautiful. I'm going to have a closer look at these because what these are actually going to do is they're going to emboss and cut. So you've got your outer detail, which obviously is going to cut your outside part, as you can see there, but then you've got your inner detail, which is actually going to emboss. So no tricky bits of sticking those letters down in place. No suddenly finding that you've lost the letter A, so you've just got to say birthday. No A in there. Because that can happen when you've got an alphabet set. You're invited as well. That's a nice one, is it? Any parties going on? Be a few parties going on this weekend, I should imagine. Thank you as well for after that party to say thank you for your gifts, or thank you for helping me out. Thank you for just being there. Just a note, and that could be just a note to let you know we've moved house. Just a note to let you know that I've graduated. Just to let you, well, no, anything basically. 8 quantities, that's all that we've got left of these. Final one that you've got with this one as well is, oh, I forgot what it was. It was Get Well Soon, wasn't it? Oh, Get Well and Thinking of You. And again, Thinking of You, such a nice sentiment, isn't it? £11.50 for all 3 of these. All 3 of these bundles, you've got 6 dies in total. That is brilliant value. These are so usable. You'll be using these over and over again. 58% saving we're talking about here. We've only got 4 chances, 4 opportunities for you to get involved. These are going to go because they're one of the most useful sets to go for. If you've got crafty buddies, crafty friends, and somebody who's got, even you, it might be that you're wanting to have a die cutting machine, you've got a birthday later in the year, or it's going to be on your Christmas wish list, then this is definitely the one to go for. Well, was. Price lock. All of a sudden those quantities disappeared. I didn't realise they'd gone. There's me wittering on. £11.48. That is your locked-in price. Well done, and thank you to everybody that got involved. Now, don't forget, if you got involved right at the top, you don't have to worry about that price because everybody pays the lowest price here at Craft Price Drop. As long as you check out those baskets, make sure that you do check out those baskets because you could lose out. But, of course, everyone pays that lowest final price. Now, what we've got here? Ooh. This is what I was telling you about earlier on, embellishments. This is why I was talking about those ribbons, those gorgeous ribbons that we had earlier on, that you could embellish using little elements like these. Now, have a look at this bundle here. We've got loads in this. Loads and loads, 25 packs. So we started off at £24.99, and I can see where we've got that price from, £1 a pack. I can do that kind of maths. Now, 586631, what have we got in here? We've got all sorts of gorgeous colours, got different sizes with these as well. We've got hearts in here, little teardrop shapes, flowers in there as well. We've got all sorts. All individually packaged, little stars featuring there. Elements that could be centres of flowers for you as well. Flowers themselves, as you can see there as well. They're all flat packed, they've not got adhesive attached to them. But that sometimes makes it a little bit easier for you to actually put them down exactly where you want to do. Get things like your cosmic shimmer glues. Those will help you with those. Your tacky glues as well, of course. We've got those available on the website. Lots of different ways you can use these, I have to say. And also, if you've got placement dots, you know, sometimes you've got different dies that have got the dots, a bit like the stitching dies that we saw earlier on. You can actually pop these down. They wouldn't work with those stitching sensors, just because the dots are too close together. But they're good to put down when you've got placement dots on other dies, perhaps. Now, £24.99, as I said, started off, £1 a pack. Good price. Got lots of elements in each one of those. I'd like to say how many we've got in each one, but there's too many to count. Chevrons are in, prices dropping down to £18.72. That now works out at 74p a pack. That's good saving, isn't it? Like that idea. I like that idea. I'll let you into a secret, though. That price is going to come down a bit further. You can get involved now, though. Don't get me wrong. Get involved now, because we've got 25% saving at the moment, but I know that price is going to come down further, because the reason I know, I haven't got a crystal ball or anything like that, but I can see we haven't got the quantities involved. As soon as we bring up, that's when we know that we're up against the clock with regards to these. That's when you know how many other people could get hold of these. You need to get in nice and early to take advantage of these savings. £18.72 being your price for all 25 of these fabulous embellishment packs. Gorgeous. Got red and cerise pink in there, gorgeous greens, emerald greens featuring. Love those purples as well. Purples as well, you've got, well, any of them to be honest, you've got shades as well, so they're not all like a really vibrant purple. You've got like a soft tone, a mid-tone with those as well. Lots of choice with regards to what you're going to pick up and use. £24.99. We started out just a few moments ago. Wow, look at that. Wow. That's incredible. You're saving more than £10 on these now. It's a 42% saving. Now again, the quantity that we've got on your screen there with regards to the pricing, £14.42. You could actually split that cost between you and a couple of crafty buddies. Maybe even 5 if you get involved. You could have 5 packs each and just be paying, where am I, £3 each. In fact, less than that, couldn't you? Because if you're paying £3 each, that would be £15. Oh my goodness, £3 each to get hold of 5 packs of fabulous embellishments. I'd be doing that, definitely. Mind you, you might have to prize them out in the hand first, because I don't think I'd be wanting to give these up. 9 chances, only 9 opportunities. Again, think about classes and workshops, think about craft groups, as I say, your kids clubs, after school clubs. Crafting with children, we always recommend that you do have adult supervision. To be honest, I need adult supervision when I'm crafting anyway, so no age restriction. I need as much help as I can get a lot of the time. Now, if you want to get involved with these, now is the time to do it. We've only got 8 chances and that price is plummeting, yes, again. 7 chances. £12.20. Oh, my goodness. So now, if we were looking at 25 packs and 50p each, that'd be £12.50p, wouldn't it? So it's even less than that. So it's less than 50p a pack. We're looking at better than a half-price deal now. 48p a pack now. No wonder we've only got 6 chances for you to get involved. I'd be doubling up on these again. I know I keep saying it, but you know what? You'll be using these. There's no expiry date with these. They're not going to go off. It's not like once you've opened the bottle, you've got to use it within 6 months or 12 months or however. With these, you can pop them away, and then just when you need that little detail, you've got them there at hand. 3 chances. That's what you've got. You don't hang about. When we've got these deals and we've got these prices, they don't hang about any of these auctions that we bring to you. They're always popular. We've always got people watching for all sorts of different areas of crafting, mixed media crafting, soft crafts. Lots of people, hot glue guns, if you've got those, you could actually pop those down onto your fabrics as well, but only if you quit. 1 chance. Who's going to take that one? Who's going to lock the price in for me? Tracy, you locked it in. Thank you, Tracy.
Price lock.
Now, there'll be others of you behind Tracy that didn't get involved as early as you needed to. £12.12, that's all that you have paid now for those 25 packs. Tracy got in by the skin of her teeth. Other people will have missed out. Key thing is get involved as soon as you possibly can. And don't worry, you're going to get that price locked in along with everybody else. Now, I mentioned soft crafts a few moments ago. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about fabrics. And it could be that you're sewing. It could be that you're doing kind of no-sew projects as well. And I know Joe, who comes to us from Mill Shop online, they bring us some fabulous fabrics and the quality is impeccable. And he does, I think when he comes, every time he's come, I think it's been a no-sew project. He's done things like notice boards, he's done like covering chairs, lampshades, all sorts of wonderful things. And this is a brilliant bundle. I love bundles like this because you get a little bit of everything. You know how a selection box at Christmas, you get all sorts. That's what you've got with this. Now, this is brilliant. Brilliant quality to start with. You have got some fabulous fabric. You've got 6 striped fat quarters. Can you hear that? That is quality. That is sheer quality. Reminds me of cotton ticking, this one. So you've got that fabulous one there. This is a nice one. Look, we've got lime greens featured. Again, every single one of these, you're talking like a canvas kind of weight. So a really good weight. You see me doing that with my fingers. Fabric, you know, sewers, fabric lovers, we do that. Feel the quality. Oh, look at this one. This is nice. That's got a bit of a sheen in there. Oh, that's so soft. That is beautiful. Oh, this is a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one if you've got something like a bedroom chair or something that you're wanting to cover the base of. Like is it a Lloyd loom chair? You know, those wicked kind of chairs that you've got? That'd be nice. Oh, that's a different version of that one we've just looked at, more grey tones. And then finally, woo, look at that for a pop of colour. That's a nice one, isn't it? I'll hold one of these up for you in a few moments. So you've got all of those fabrics there. You've got some felt featuring in here as well. On this occasion, I've got a couple of squares of felt. grey and white there. A little bit of elastic. A little bit of red ribbon. Oh, I've been using this on some bunting in my sewing room. Look at those little mini pom-poms. Metre of those two as well. You've got your black there, you've got your red there. A little bit of organza ribbon just for dressing that up. Oh, we've got more felt here as well. Wow. Okay. Right, let's get that price underway. Let's get that price drop down for you. £45.95. Who fancies getting involved with this one? Well, you won't be getting involved at that price, that's for certain, because the price has already started dropping down. Straight away, whoosh, we're running out of time here, so the price has come right the way down to less than £30 already. We're already talking about a 34% saving. Now, let's bring up one of these pieces to show you. Oh, these are good size pieces. Look at that. That is really good quality. Like that. Oh, definitely. If you've got a chair, you know, sometimes you've got that old chair that you're thinking, you know what, I'm going to put that in the garage. It's a chair that might have sentimental value, a chair that you don't want to part with, but doesn't quite fit in, doesn't fit in with your home decor, needs a bit of TLC, needs a bit of a revamp, breathing a bit of life into it. Well, these are the kind of fabrics to do that job for you. Equally so, these fabrics you could be using for things like notice boards. It's a good size for a notice board as well. All you need is a piece of something like your chipboard. And then you could just get some wadding, which of course we've got on the website. And what Joe does is he actually folds this over the back, gets a staple gun involved or a manual stapler, and away you go. Do you know what? You could use that for a blind as well. If you've got a small window, that would be perfect for a blind. Sorry, I'm getting myself carried away again. Forget that I'm at work sometimes. I'm supposed to be telling you what's going on. Now, if you fancy getting involved with these, you can do so. £24.44 will get you involved at this stage, but it's not the price you're going to be paying. Haven't bought that quantity in yet. So the saving that we've got on the screen there, you can see originally we started off at £45.95. It's dropped down now to £24.44. So if you wanted to do your maths on that one, then what sort of saving have we got with that one again, sorry? 47% saving. That's a really good saving. Have I got time to open up these to see what length we've got of these? No, we've only got 9 opportunities. Now, I will warn you, no, it's not going to happen, is it? Oh, there we go. I thought it was childproof for a moment. I've got no chance if it's childproof. Oh, no, we've got another load. Oh, you get that much. It's so beautifully packaged. Oh, we've got a little bit of lace in there as well. Oh, look at that. It's a bit sassy, isn't it? Like the look of that. This is nice as well because you could actually layer these up if you wanted to, so you could get just the right width. That look at that to go around a lampshade or something like that. Beautiful. We've only got 6 chances for you to get involved. Those 6 opportunities. Again, look at those. These kind of braidings are brilliant. They're just so everywhere at the moment. The ones I've got actually in my bunting, I've got multicoloured ones. But the nice thing is you've got lots on a theme here. Julie, you've got involved with these as well. And Judith as well. I'm going to leave that in there because you'll get that too. If you want to get involved, you've only got 4 chances. 006251. That is your item number. You need to get involved quickly. We've only got 4 chances and we are incredibly busy for these. Those are going to be snapped up in no time at all. Don't forget, if you've just joined in, just tuned in, you're about to miss out on one of the... Well, you're not going to miss out because you can get involved nice and early. Yeah, 2 chances, 1 chance now for you to take that last auction. I'll be telling you about Craft Price Drop in a moment, but that one has gone. Thanks to everyone involved. So yeah, that's how we do things on Craft Price Drop. 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening, we bring you Craft Price Drop shows on our main Hochanda channel. And then, of course, 11 o'clock in the morning, you can join us online at craftpricedrop.com for more savings. I will see you after the break. I'm off to grab a glass of water. See you in a minute. So why not grab a quick drink and then join me the other side of the break with Sew Mine Box. Brand new kits, 9 new kits they're bringing to us. One day special featuring at 9 o'clock this morning with Charlie, and then we'll be journaling with a lovely Katie Skilton after that.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
These fantastic extra strong permanent glue tape pens are a massive 22 metres in length. This amazing value 3-pack of glue pens are super strong, double-sided and are suitable for use on all types of paper, card and are even strong enough to make boxes. To take advantage of this great deal, go to hochanda.com.
Hochanda have yet again partnered with Creative Events to bring you Hochanda Live, the inspirational craft, hobby and art roadshow. This is a one-day event where Creative have lined up many of your crafting favourites, including Phil Martin, Stamp Addicts, Inkylicious, Be Crafty, Imagination Crafts and many more. There'll also be opportunities for you to get crafty with a fantastic selection of demonstrations and various make and takes. So come along and meet other members of the Hochanda family on Saturday the 23rd of June at Hangar 42, Bruntingthorpe, Leicestershire. Get your ticket here today and we'll see you there.
Hello there and welcome back. Welcome back to what's going to be a brilliant show. I know it's going to be brilliant. Do you know why? Because we've got 9 brand new kits that the two lovely ladies, Abby and Hazel, are bringing to us. Now, we're not going to feature them all in this hour, so I do urge you to jump ahead, perhaps have a little sneaky look on the website or tune in at 11 o'clock when we'll be covering about half of those. But somebody that we're going to be looking at is this fabulous teddy in a few moments, and this is a fabulous little teddy. I have to say, one of your designs?
It is,
right,
yes,
Hazel?
yeah, another one of my designs, yes.
And this is, it's one that, can you have like a monthly?
A subscription, yes, we do it as...
That's on your main website,
on my,
isn't
yes,
it? Yeah, goodness.
Yeah, and again, his movable joints and things like the Betsy as well.
So we can have a look at that a little bit later on. And you're going to be showing us some different sewing things. Which demonstration are we starting with today?
Demonstration, I'm going to do the fabric basket first, and then I'm going to do the travel sewing kit.
Lovely. Okay, so we'll be meeting up. But before you do, Sophia, I'm going to ask Abby, tell me a little bit about my box.
My box, yeah.
It's like this early in the morning.
Very early in the morning. Yeah, Sew My Box. So we are a family business, and we've been going since August last year, and we basically have a subscription service, but we've been kind of venturing into individual kits as well. So yeah,
wonderful. We'll tell you more about that as the hour progresses. Now, I'll let you get yourself ready for your demonstration, if that's okay, Hazel. We'll meet up with you in a few moments.
Okay.
Look forward to see how that kit comes together. Now, it's brilliant because we've got lots of kits, haven't we? So kits that have got fabric involved, but we have got something that we've not brought to you before. It's a pick and mix with regards to patterns. So do you want to jump ahead, have a look at those? And they're patterns that we saw previously in kit form.
absolutely, yeah. So some of our really best sellers as well. We've got Betsy, Bobbin, Pencil Roll, Mini Hold All teamed with a makeup bag, and you've not been able to buy them as patterns before. We've been asked for it so many times since we've come on. Can I just buy the patterns? So today you can.
Wonderful, and the details of which are at the bottom of the screen. Pick and mix, you can choose any two of those for £18.98. But before you go rummaging around and have a look at those, check out this little character. These little teddies are adorable.
He is gorgeous. Now, Alex the teddy bear is actually from our monthly subscription kit, which is in May. But this is the first time you've been able to buy one of our monthly subscription kits without the subscription. He will only be available to buy individually on the show just now. He's not on our own website, and he will never be available at this price again.
Well, this is what we were having a chat before. Obviously, the girls want to bring you something special. So £11.99. This is a price you're not going to see again. Now, needless to say, now is the time to get hold of this kit. If we sell out of this kit, I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if we'll be able to bring any more of them, but we certainly, if we do bring them back on another show, they are not going to be at the price you can see on your screen. 250785. So what do we get for our £11.99?
Well, so this kit is it's really good actually. It's an amazing value kit. So you get to make Alex a teddy bear, and he's got we're very like polka dot stripes. Today you'll see it. Yeah, it's really, we're really feeling that vibe at the moment. So he's a very kind of vintage looking bear. He's got a lovely traditional ribbon there as well. Again, movable joints, and he's just lovely. Again, he's got so much character. And then you've got the wee Scotty dog. I'm just going to move this, see if you can see it.
Oh.
So this is the wee Scotty dog as well. Okay, and he's got like paw print ribbon there,
That's
candy
cute.
stripe collar. So both of those in the kit.
There's a lot of attention to detail going on with these kits.
Yes, well, you know, we really like that. You know, every month, you know, with the subscriptions, you know, we like to make things different, you know, give you a wee challenge, and that's what we like to have brought you today. So with this you get your pattern, your instructions, everything that you need to make the product, so all your fabric, the ribbon, embroidery thread to pop them together, and the stuffing as well.
So you might be looking at that thinking, how are you going to make a teddy bear out of that? That's not for your teddy bear, that's for your little Scotty dog. This is for your teddy bear.
Absolutely.
You get loads of it.
Yes, so you've got everything you need to complete the kit.
Love it. If you fancy getting hold of yours, 250785, £11.99, and we are already busy. Lots of you wanting to take a little Alex home with you. Well, guess what you can do? And of course, the beauty is once you've got the pattern, you can make more, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, we've actually made Alex back at our kind of headquarters in quite a few different fabrics and reused it. And, you know, he's such a great pattern that he looks great in anything, you know, so florals, you know, stripes, whatever. Alex looks amazing.
I've got a feeling things like memory projects as well.
Yes.
I've got a memory project that I need to do for somebody, and this is the sort of thing that would be perfect for somebody kids in many years to come.
And it's very easy to do as well, so yes.
There you go. Fancy getting hold of that? It's 250785, £11.99, everything that you need in that kit. I love it. Everything comes beautifully packaged as well, needless to say. Now, have a look at this one. If you fancy making something, perhaps it's the first time that you've been crafting and you're wanting to make something that you're going to be able to use around your home, then this is nice. Again, polka dots featuring.
Yes, again with the polka dots. But I think they're so nice at the moment, you know, they're so bright. And this apron, it's really nice. It's a unisex apron, very stylish, and you can use it in the garden, in the kitchen, as a crafting apron. Nice, so it's got lots of uses.
And my mum, I have to smile here. So my mum, she might be watching. Hi, Mum. She's not as quick on her feet as she used to be.
Yes.
And she finds it very frustrating when she goes into the conservatory and she's left something, glasses, in the lounge, and she's got to go all the way back again. Mind you, I get frustrated with that as well. She started wearing a little apron with pockets in, and it's almost like it's like a little utility belt. She's got everything that she needs in there.
Do you know, we were talking about this on the way down, and I was saying it's a great apron for when I go upstairs, realise that I've not, you know, I've forgotten what I was meant to bring up, and I can like put it in my pockets. And they were like, my brother and my mum were like, you can't say that, you can't be that forgetful. I am. So no, it is great for that. It's fantastic. Yeah, unisex, and it's very bright as well. So.
I love it, and such a beautiful print there as well. But everything that you need in the kit, even down to the fact that you've included pins.
Pins and needle, yeah, you've got your thread and all your step-by-step instructions as well.
Now, does it have to be stitched on a sewing machine, or could you hand stitch
You
this
can
one?
hand stitch, yes, it takes a little bit longer to hand stitch, but yes, you can certainly hand stitch it.
Ideal for a starter?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. And because it's step-by-step instructions, we're with you every step of the way, and if you ever have any problems, you can drop us an email as well.
Love it. Fancy getting involved with this one then? £17.99. 287776 if you fancy getting hold of that one. Love that leaf print as well. That's everywhere as well. Yeah, very trendy. Oh, look at this. I do like a few stripes as well. Oh, this is looking interesting. Oh, nice.
This is awesome.
I love
this is our travel sewing kit.
Okay.
So it's a on-the-go kit. So if you're at a craft club, you're going on holiday, and you kind of want to take all your sewing bits with you, this is our kind of travel sewing kit. So you've got your lovely... this is the bias here.
This is really pretty.
Really lovely.
Like
and it's
vintage,
got yeah, definitely. And it's got all kind of like your pins and embroidery threads, so it's really pretty. And again, we've gone with the stripes as well, and that bias really complements it.
Look at that. You can see how that's wrapped around the edges. You'll learn how to do this. I love the way that it's already done, all ready for you to pop in place. And of course, you'll learn how to do that in with your instructions.
Absolutely.
I love this as well. The binder that you've got around there with your tape measure.
Yeah, your tape measure, because you need it for whatever little bits, and you can kind of, you've got all your, I'll just flip that right, just there.
All your little pockets and everything.
All your little pockets, you've got a zip in there as well, so you can pop in all your wee bits, and we include a stitch ripper to get you started as well.
I love that. Again, pins. You've even got, now this is thought for you. You've got elastic in here to make your little holder there, but look, you will need a safety pin to actually thread that elastic through, and it's even included. You haven't even got to find that.
It's amazing. When you need to find a safety pin, you can, so it's in the kit as well, because you do need it for the elastic.
And of course you can pin that into your kit afterwards, because you might have another need for it. Love this. Fancy getting hold of this one then? £18.99. Again, brilliant value for money. 869 624, and of course if you want to make more of these afterwards, add in your own fabrics and away you go. Definitely worth considering. So we've covered 3 of our 9 kits today. Don't forget, the girls are going to be bringing us more at 11 o'clock, so do tune in. We're just going to be looking at around half of those kits during this hour, so if you do want to jump ahead and have a look to see what's coming up at 11, by all means, please do so. But these are good as well.
Yeah, well, these are all new kits. Yes,
yeah.
we are. These are all new kits to Hochanda. Yes, the fabric basket and the pin cushion. It's got a very British feel with the colours, actually. Yes. It's really cute with everything that's going on this weekend, but it's really lovely, very bright, and the fabric baskets are great to put in your fat quarters, sewing bits, whether you want to use it in the bathroom for cotton wool balls or anything. They're very versatile little baskets.
I love it. And again, all the fabrics that you need. So have a look here. You've got your lining fabric, or not your lining fabric, your fabric for your pin cushion along with the polka dots. You've got your gingham there as well. Your lining fabric as well. You've got your fabulous wood in there. Even down to the fact that you've got your threads, your pins, even the buttons, everything included.
Yeah, that's the interlining for the fabric baskets, and that's the one that we're going to show today. That Mum's ready to go. She is indeed. But this is actually a really nice starter one as well. So if you're new to sewing, it's a very easy kit to do on a sewing machine. Yeah, it's quite a nice quick one as well.
And you do keep these on your counter. I've got one on in my sewing room, and you do just keep it for just throwing little bits and pieces.
Yeah,
in.
They're really handy actually. Yeah.
Definitely. Fancy getting hold of yours? 555 808 £14.99. Again, everything that you need included for £14.99. It's brilliant. You don't have to go off and find all the different bits. Just open the box up and away you go. Now, this one's a pretty one. Look at these colours in this one. I love this. And this, again, another practical use.
Yes, well, yeah, Mum uses this with her sewing machine, and we thought it was a great idea to bring it to you. This is a thread catcher and pin cushion in one, and it's to go under your sewing machine foot, okay? You can weight it as well with sand if you'd like to, but we've got the handy loop on there as well to attach it onto the sewing machine foot. Again, you get your stuff in, you get the boning, which is this bit here.
I was just thinking that isn't something that you'd expect to get, but the boning there just stops it all going all floppy, keeps it in place.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, really handy, really little handy compartment.
Love the
it's really cute. It's a patchwork look fabric, and then you've got prairie points there as well for details.
Nice. So that's something you're going to learn how to recreate in this kit, prairie points. Now, if you fancy getting hold of this kit, 294119 is your item number, just £15.99. Don't forget, you can add this in alongside any of those other kits, just £1 extra with your post and packing. I'm going to leave Abby. Oh, well, Abby, you know you're coming with me.
I am coming with you.
Not getting rid of her at all. Now, on the website, you'll be able to find everything that the ladies have brought to us. So if you're wanting to get hold of these, please do so. It's definitely worth considering those other kits that we've got too as well, because, of course, you might have a little look and think, you know what, I fancy making a pin cushion, I fancy making a little teddy bear. But do get in nice and early. Now, if you do fancy creating and just getting the patterns, and don't forget we've got the pick and mix for you as well. The ladies were here last time with some fabulous patterns, and they were in kits last time they came. Now, it might have been at the case that at the time you didn't want to go for them in kit form. Well, now is the time for you to get hold of them. And Freedom members, we have got a discounted price. In fact, should we have a quick look at the pick and mix before we get into the throws of the demonstration? Okay,
absolutely, yes.
Bring them all in, and Abby, you can talk me around these. We've got 9 to choose from. Yes. Oh my goodness. So starting off with Bobbin.
Bobbin, yes. Bobbin was Betsy's companion. We brought Betsy on our first show and Bobbin on our second, and he has been very popular. He's very handsome. So yeah, it tells you what you need to actually make the kit, and it's got your patterns, and again we've included the step-by-step instructions in there as well.
Okay. And again, you could be choosing Bobbin along with maybe Betsy.
Betsy, yes. they go really well together, and you've got her dress pattern, and as I say, she was the first kind of soft teddy that we brought on, and she sold so well, and she's been a good seller for us ever since.
Now, Bobbin and Betsy together has proven to be the most popular combination at the moment. They are in the lead, so if you fancy adding these two little characters into your life, then you can do with your pick and mix. Or maybe you fancy going down the route of creating things like bags and tissue holders. Then you've got things like your drawstring bag here, your little mini hold all as well. This is always useful tool, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like the eye mask idea.
The eye mask is great, and I think with that one as well, it's such a great idea to make things like that for Christmas. You know, if you buy it in advance and then you've got time to reuse the pattern and make as many as you can.
It's a good idea, nice one. And we're okay to do that, make and sell with these?
Yeah, as long as you don't copy and recreate the pattern. But yeah, absolutely.
No, funny that. Oh, look at this one. That's a cute one, isn't it? Tweety bag for all your tweets.
Great for children.
And that's the pencil one we touched on earlier on. You mentioned about that one too as well. Fairy tale doll pattern. And this is a clever one.
Yes, this is I think you were with us when we did this show. Yeah, the Topsy-Turvy doll again has proved really popular with our customers. It's one doll, and it's like a Cinderella doll. Yeah, she's in a rags. Oh, look, she's over there. Yes.
A little bit later.
Turn around. Yeah, she's great.
And then the final one that you've got within this particular set there is, if you fancy making your own tea cozy, your mat and your egg cozy pattern, as you can see. Again, you can pick any two of those. Now, just very quickly going back to the fairy tale doll, this is she. I love this idea.
Yes, absolutely. So she's actually in all her finery there.
I love this. So this is when she's ready for the party.
This is when she's ready to party, yes. So that's her there. She's got all the detail and things.
Lovely.
And then she's got home from wherever she's been. Actually, what I like about this as well is when you pop her arms down, her arms look like heels, which is very important.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
there you go. And I remember them being Cinderella dolls, I think they used to call them when I was little. But yeah, I love that idea.
Well, you don't see them anymore. And Mum made me one when I was little, and it's been a firm favourite, and with my little niece as well, isn't it?
Definitely.
She's just fabulous. She's really beautiful.
We just look like we've come together.
I know. Well, there we go. We're all blue today.
Now, if you fancy getting any two of those patterns, £18.98, 113,259. But Freedom members got discounted price at £17.08. Now, we've left you on your own for far too long, Kate. How are you doing over there?
I'm fine. So I thought I'd start with the fabric basket. It's a really simple kit to do.
Okay.
So I've obviously cut out all my pieces, and I put the interlining, the two pieces going right sides together, and I'm going to put the interlining on top.
And Hazel, can I ask about the pattern? When you get it, is it the right size? You haven't got to photocopy and make it larger or smaller?
No,
or anything
it's
like
the
that?
right size to just cut out and
Wonderful.
use. So this is a really good starter pattern.
Okay.
Now, obviously, as you know, I'm quite bad for not pinning. So
I think we all are, really, aren't we?
But as I say, this is something, you know, if you're new to sewing, this is a really nice one to do.
And it's all like straight edges as well.
Yes.
It's nothing too tricky.
I think it's quite a nice one that's quite quick to come together, so it's quite rewarding if you're new to sewing. You can pop it together and think,
oh. The pattern. I'm just looking at the pattern here that we've obviously just said that it's all saying the right size. You haven't got to do anything with it, but you've got different colours on here, Abby.
Yes, yeah, for your first stitch line, your second and your third.
Lovely.
So, you know, we're walking you through every process, you know, every step of the way. And again, you've got your instructions to refer to as well.
Okay, fabulous.
It's nice when you first start to sew. If you do something fairly easy that you can just make.
Yes.
You know, that's not complicated, because it's nice to have that achievement of completing something.
That's it. So whereabouts have you stitched so far?
So far I've stitched down the side along the bottom, and I'm just going to sew up the other side.
Okay.
Again, all nice straight lines.
I know, well, especially when you're getting started, because it can be quite daunting, can't it? If somebody's gone and they bought you a nice machine, or maybe you've inherited a machine from somebody that's upgraded theirs, and it's always a little bit daunting having a go with it.
Yeah, and fabric baskets are a great place to start. You know, they're nice and easy, and they're useful. You know.
And what we do to create the corners, to create the squares, we actually pull the sides out and actually match our top and bottoms there. So we match our seams here.
Okay.
And then we stitch across.
Now that couldn't be simpler, could it?
It's really simple.
think about all those fabrics you could be recycling.
It's actually nice for a sewing room. You know, if you've got loads of bits, you can reuse the pattern in different colours. Yeah. We're currently making some for our fabric wall, and we've got loads of them, and they're so nice and light as well. Yeah. So, you know, they're not heavy.
I like your idea of using them in the bathroom with your hot marbles and things like that.
Yes, kids' toys.
Yeah.
Really handy.
And they're quite easy to scale up as well to make bigger.
That's a good point, actually.
You know, to do them as different sizes. You can just.
I think this one's quite addictive because you're so quick in making it. You're like, well, I'll just make another one.
Get the production line going.
Yes.
Now, don't forget, if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask of either Hazel or Abby, you know how to get in touch. studio@hochanda.com. Equally so, obviously these kits that the patterns that we've been talking about, you may well have got hold of them when they were kits, and maybe you've created your little Betsy or your little Bobbin, or maybe you've done your Topsy-Turvy doll. Do email in and let us see your photos. We do love to see what you've been up to. Yeah, get in touch, studio@hochanda.com, or share your photographs on our Hochanda Facebook page.
So that's the first bit done.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do the same with the lining, but with the lining we stitch down both sides and we leave a gap in the bottom for turning through.
That's the bit that I always don't do, and then I get to that bit and I'm like, ah.
Do you want to pick a bit?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's such a nice, quick kit, it really is.
Thinking of all the different ways you can kind of adapt it. I mean, once you get started and understand how the bag comes together, which is really easy, you could be doing a plique and all sorts of things, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. A bit of free motion quilting as you go, yep.
And as you say, these are actually quite nice to do as a gift for somebody as well. You know, sort of and fill with something. You know, sort of.
When you get those what I call bits and pieces presents. You don't buy one specific thing. Yeah. So it might be a little pamper kit. So you might have like a little bottle of bubbles in there, a little bottle of fancy soap or a candle and things like that. This is a lovely way for you to put everything together.
Well, we've actually done quite a few of these for like new babies as well. You know, with a fabric basket, and then we wrapped it in cellophane, so that you know, that's always been really nice to do. A wee bit of cellophane over it, and then you know you've got something for the nursery as well. So
we've been joined. We've been joined by Alex. Alex has come along because 20% of the kit for you to create your own, Alex, or perhaps you're going to give him or her a different name, then you need to get in quick. Don't forget, it's not only Alex and all the fabrics and everything that you need to create this fabulous little bed, but you're also going to be able to create his little budgie here. And you've even got a little key ring there, so you can be using that practically too as well. Even down to the tiny ribbon to make your fabulous little collar. That is included with your kit. So it's £11.99. And as Abby said to us earlier on, you're not going to see the price that you see on your screen there the next time we bring this to you, if we bring it to you at all, because it's a monthly deal.
Yes, yeah, we don't tend to kind of redo these, and again, I will, you know, you'll never find them at that price again. You will not be at that
price. We'll chat more about Alex later on, but I love the fact that it's jointed as well, but jointed without the need to put all those different wooden bits in and the springs and all those tricky things.
It's the same technique which we've used for Betsy and the fairy tale doll, because you know, if you're a child, you want to move the arms and the legs, you know, and yeah, it's quite kind of faffy, isn't it, to sometimes do the buttons, and so no, it's a nice simple one.
There you go. Fancy getting hold of your kit? Details on the screen, 250785. How are we getting on over there,
we're doing
Hazel?
fine. So that's the same. So we're both at the same stage, and I've turned that. This one's the right side out. This is the wrong side out. I'm going to pop that inside.
And this is nice because I know in the past we kind of call them sugar bag bottom bags. Let's get those words in the right order. But sometimes in the corners it's quite tricky to get them balanced and equal, so having a pattern makes it so much easier.
Yes, yeah.
And obviously trim. I have trimmed a little bit of interface. The only thing that's
just slightly longer.
Doesn't want to come off,
doesn't want to come off, no.
That's because you're live.
Oh, yeah.
Do that at home and just take it off, but no, it's not going to
happen. Whether it's a computer, whether it's a die-cutting machine, whether it's a sewing machine, they always misbehave when we go live.
It's actually quite good to show it this way anyway, because if you've got a bigger bottom machine, you can't always get it round.
That's true, yeah. That accessory box doesn't always come off, does it?
No, and sometimes I know if you've got a smaller project as well that's not going to fit around the bed of your machine, you just turn and do it reverse as well. So instead of doing it, so you do it this way.
And do you need a fancy sewing machine if you don't do it on a machine?
I think most of our things are just straight stitch.
Yeah.
So you can have an old treadle machine. You could do most of our kits. You could do with just doing a back stitch or straight hand stitch.
It's like you say, don't do hand stitch, a bit sewer naturally, but of course at one point that's the only way that people could sew.
Yeah, and actually it's if you're going away for a weekend and you're not taking the machine or a week and you just want to do something solely as a wee project on an evening, you just take your box with you, and you've got everything if you just want to hand stitch your needles in there as well. So handy.
Handy, and then you've got something practical at the end of it, which is good.
Yes.
And then through the hole at the bottom, which I've mostly not left big enough.
But all important. I think we rarely leave it the right size. I think it doesn't matter whatever project you make. There you go. It's fitted through on that one.
It's that thing, isn't it? You think I'll just leave a small gap so I don't have as much to sew.
I think we all do the same.
And 5 minutes later, you're like, well, gonna have to snip.
So, and then I'm just going to sew the bottom of this up. Now you could hand sew this up. You could just do a wee overstitch on it, but I just machine.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
You're not seeing it, so just a wee.
It's in the bottom of your little bag, so it doesn't matter, does that? And how quick was that? That's incredible.
But a couple of hours you can have dozens of these done. Yes. And then just fold your top.
Longer at all, doesn't it? Of course, as you say, you could cut out the fabrics, have a whole set of these ready to go, and like you say, make the pattern larger, make it smaller, and have different sizes.
And obviously, you press the top of this, but that's just.
That is incredible. Everything included in your kit.
That's your basket done.
Lovely. We can add that to our collection here. And of course, it's not just that particular bag that you've got within that kit, because of course you're going to have that the pattern and the fabric to allow you to make a wonderful little pincushion that works alongside it. And I have to say, good choice with your gingham and your polka dots.
It's really cute, isn't it? Yeah, it's so bright. It's a lovely bright little kit. So if it's sat on your workbench or whatever, it's really quite snazzy.
Fancy creating yours? Then please do so. Kits on your screen, you can get hold of the kit that will have your instructions in there, your fabric, your wadding, everything that you need is included in there. 555808. It's on the website along with all the other kits that we've been chatting about as well. So if you're wanting to get hold of any of those kits, just add them into your basket. Don't forget to check your basket out though, and don't forget that if you are going for one kit and you're adding in another one, it's just £1 extra with your post and packing. Keep an eye on your post and packing though, because you know what I'm going to say, as soon as it starts getting towards that £6 price point, then do make sure you consider becoming a Freedom member. That way you don't have to worry about your post and packing for each calendar month that you are a member, and of course you'll be able to take advantage of discounts like we've seen on those pick and mixes, so it's definitely worth having a little look at. 888 if you're wanting to check out your membership. But of course we started off the hour with our fabulous little newcomer to Hochanda, who is Alex, and over 20% of the stock has gone. Why do you think Alex is proving to be so popular?
I think it's such a traditional little kit, like Betsy Bob and the fairy tale doll, Isabel Mice we've had on before as well. They're just so cute, you know. They're such a nice gift to make. So and he is fabulous. And the fabric's lovely as well. And with the wee silver ribbon, he looks very cool, doesn't he?
Now with Alex, we've had a question come through from, is it Sylvia? And she's asking about Alex and what sort of age group you're talking about. Now I don't know whether you mean. Right now, I wasn't too sure whether Alex meant to make it with a child or for a child. So she's looking at making it perhaps for a young baby. What would your suggestions be?
Well, because we don't have the buttons on the side, as long as you knot it through a couple of times, it's quite safe. It's not got any eyes, like buttons for eyes.
Yeah, it tends to be those things that when you need safety, you have to think about the safety button, the eyes, and nose.
I would maybe stitch the ribbon on. you know, just so they're not taking it off and sucking and swallowing it. But yeah,
well,
no, otherwise.
Make them without the ribbon if you want to,
absolutely, yeah, so a great one. In terms of making it with a child, you know, obviously if they're using anything like sewing machine, scissors, you know, to kind of be there, absolutely. But again, because you've got the step-by-step instructions and the pattern's so good, you cut it out and you sew around it. It is quite a good one to do as a, you know, for any age really. So yeah, you could do it with a child.
Good question. Okay. 250785. Don't forget, not only are you going to get your pattern, you're going to get all that fabulous toy stuffing to make your Alex, including a fabulous fabric and your felt as well. Because of course, don't forget, you're going to be making that little buddy for Alex as well with that key ring. And you've got, I love the little ribbons, the little paw print ribbon there, and this little collar too as well.
Little candy stripe ribbon there. Yeah, he's really cute.
Gorgeous. If you fancy getting hold of yours, 250785. And don't forget, you can go on and create even more Alexes using fabrics of your own. Perhaps you could be quilting your fabrics, maybe using all the little bits of leftovers that you've got, because we've got lots of themes with regards to things like the polka dots. So keep those scraps and then away you go. So if you fancy that kit, get it into your basket. We've got more to share with you, including the travel kit, which is just with stuff the screen. But have a look at this one. This is your apron. I like the idea of this one. This is brilliant because you've got, again, two very trendy fabrics. The polka dots, love this kind of vintage look almost to it, these two, but picking out those gorgeous colours.
Yeah, I think it's quite because it's unisex, it's nice. So you know, if you've got your husband and he's doing a bit of gardening, aprons come in so handy. They're brilliant. You know, crafting, it is a really good handy little apron to have.
It certainly is, and you've got everything you need to get you started with this one. Again, look at this. I do love the style of this, and again, something that you could be making out of the fabrics as time goes on. Use the fabric from your kit and then use the pattern over and over.
Definitely, yeah. It's actually one that you might want to make a couple of times, you know. Once one of your friends has seen it, oh, I would like one of those, because it's not often you see half aprons as well. They're normally quite, you know, kind of full ones, but it's a very handy one to have.
And of course, if you want to, add a few pockets on the front so you can take all your goodies with you on your travels. Just checking as well, because you haven't seen the back of it, is it a tie, just a ribbon tie?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, nice and easy. There you go. Get hold of your kit, 287776 if you fancy getting hold of this one, £17.99. Now, another kit that we had the details at the bottom of the screen a few moments ago, and this is proving to be very popular as well. And this is your little travel sewing kit. And you say travel, but to be honest, this is a useful kit to have just in the kitchen drawer, so you know where everything is when you need it.
Yes, my brother is a fan of this one as well, actually. It's a really great little kit, and you know, the tape measures there, you've got your button, and I think the zips are really good, kind of handy.
That's it, yeah.
Put all your wee craft bits in there. It's fantastic
as well. I mean, you've got room in there as well. Maybe if you have got things like your own picker, you want to pop in a little pair of scissors to take with you.
Yes.
Maybe to class or a workshop. You could even, perhaps, if you've got a small rotary cutter, it might even fit in there too.
Yes, I think Mum's put a rotary cutter in there, and then like we've put threads in that bit there as well.
Nice,
so
all elasticated.
Yes.
So again, all skills that you're going to learn as well. So within this kit, I'm guessing that you're learning how to apply bias binding.
Yes, and we show you how to do the corners, and because that can be the most tricky bit when you're doing the bias, is how to kind of do the corners. So yeah, we can talk you through all that.
How to do like an elasticated holder. So because as time goes on, you might think, oh, I learnt how to create that. I'm going to make that on a different scale. Perhaps to put paint brushes in there, makeup brushes, things like that.
Yes. Oh, don't tempt me. No, it is a great little kit, and the tape measure on it is really handy as well.
I like that idea because it's a real size tape measure, isn't it? So you've always got one to hand. So you fancy getting hold of your kit with everything, even down to the bottom. And I've just noticed that you've even got your little seam ripper there too as well.
Yeah, so that's to get you started, so you can pop that straight in there as well. And all your pins and your needle, you've got the wee felt bit inside as well, so you can pop your pins and needle in there as well.
So clever. Everything, literally everything that you need. Brilliant. £18.99, 869624 being your item number. Pop it into your basket. Very useful tool to have. Definitely treat yourself to that particular one. Something else worth treating yourself to is something that we saw Hazel create just a few moments ago. This is brilliant because a fabric basket, you will be making these and making them over and over and over and over again. They'll become one of your firm gift favourites.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're making a fabric wall at the moment in our little workroom, and we're doing like loads of different coloured ones, and it's starting to look really good. We're really pleased with it, and they're great just to pop in everything. So yeah, they're a great, fun, easy kit to do.
Fancy getting hold of yours? You're going to get your gingham fabric, you're going to get your white lining, you're also going to get that padded interfacing that you're going to get with this. And don't forget, you're going to be able to get the fabrics as well for your beautifully coordinated little pin cushion as well. 555808, everything that you need included, as well as that fabulous pattern. And of course, the pattern you'll go on to use over and over again. 555808 if you fancy getting hold of this one. And don't forget your thread catcher as well, because this is another nice one. I love the fabrics with this one as well. Got very much a vintage feel to it again.
It does, yeah. The sort of printed patchwork look is really nice. And yeah, you've got your wee pin cushion there as well. So, and Mum's using that today on the machine. So
we'll have a look at that when we get back over there. And again, even down to that little bit of elastic in there, even down to the fact that you have got your boning in here. And if you were a new sewer, you wouldn't even know what this is to go and find it.
No, and it's really easy to pop in as well. You just snip off the end and that's it, you're sewing it in.
Okay. And that comes included too as well. 294119. If you fancy getting hold of your set, please do so. £15.99. Now, we've been busy for that pick and mix. Lots of you taking advantage of it. Lots of you adding in your two favourites from your choices that you've got there as well. You've got 10% freedom discount with these two as well, so if you do want to take advantage of them, please do so. And you can choose, you can decide which of those patterns you go for. So maybe you're going to be going for your bobbin and your Betsy, maybe you're going to be going for your topsy-turvy doll, or maybe you're going to be going for something that's a little bit more practical, like a tea cosy. It's entirely up to you. The choice is yours. It's your pick and mix. All you need to do is click on any two. Which should we go for then? What should we go in? We'll go for the topsy-turvy doll. I like the idea of that. Add that into your basket. At the bottom of the screen, it'll tell you how many more you need to pick. And let's make that a mini hold all as well. Practical little bag that you can take on your travels. Add to your basket, then just check your basket, make sure you've got all the elements you need. Or if you're like me, you'll need to come back and get another two because you won't have been able to make a choice. And then just check out your basket and they'll all be on their way to you. So what are we up to next?
Right, we're going to look at the travel sewing kit.
Oh, lovely.
So what I've done is I've actually used pins, pinned it onto the interfacing, and I've actually pressed this so that you can't really see it. I've actually folded it into three.
Okay.
And just to mark the two lines, yeah. So I've put pins there just to show where they are. So I've just stitched. This is the strap piece for the bobbins.
Okay.
So I've just stitched this down and I've got the safety pin in there that I'm just pulling this through.
Safety pins included.
The safety pin is
I mean, I find amazing that literally down to the fact that the little safety pin is included in there, and even the little seam ripper. It's brilliant.
It's very handy. Yeah, it's nice to have those bits to get started as well. Yeah. So once you finish the kit, you've got your thread, you've got your stitch ripper, you've got your pins and your needle, which that was the felt bit that I was talking about just there.
That's for your needles and pins. The little heart bit, you can put your little scissors in.
Look at that little pocket feature in there too as well. Very clever. Lots of little pockets and places. Place for everything.
Yeah, well that's what's so good about the wee kit, you know, because if you're going away, I don't know if you've got like a wee sewing bag, you tend to chuck everything in, and then it's like, right, where is it in the bag, where is that? Everything's got a place. So.
And the amount of times I've thrown things just into a plastic bag and then I've suddenly got to the other end thinking, I'm sure I put my scissors in there, and then realised you've actually, the scissors have gone through, cut the bag, and your scissors have dropped out somewhere on your travels.
Yes, yeah.
It's quite nice if you're doing sort of English paper piecing or something like that as well, you know, sort of that little...
Yeah, I like that idea, making your own fabrics, and it can be just tiny little pieces that you've used, maybe the offcuts from the other patterns.
And you just put them in the zipper bit and then you've got all your little bits together. So I'm just threading through the elastic. So I've done this the little strap, and I'm just going to actually pin it onto here.
And with regards to where it actually goes, Hazel, are there little markings on the pattern?
There is on the pattern, yes, there is, yeah.
Handily, here's the pattern
right here. There's a lot of information on this pattern.
Yeah, so it's showing you where everything's going, so pouch, pocket placement, you know, your pocket placement, so it's showing you where to put things. So
no guesswork at all.
No guesswork, no, because you don't want to fold it and be like, that was in the wrong place. Yeah. And that's your tape measure placement for the front as well, so yeah, it's all there, ready and easy for you to do. again, you've got your stitch lines on there as well.
This is it again. You've got that kind of almost like coding in the centre there, so your front and back, where you need to got your cut line, where you've got your stretch lines there as well. Your bias binding.
Yes.
Very self-explanatory.
Yeah, it makes it very easy, and that's your kind of your other bits as well. So yeah.
So I'm just going to stitch this into place.
Okay.
So, but we're almost quilting as we go as well, because we've got the interlining in there, and it's just sort of adding a.
Useful that you've got stripes as well.
Yes,
Always good
easy
for your
to
hand.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
isn't it?
Nice and easy.
It's a nice contrast as well with the bias binding and the stripe. You know, it's very stylish, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Love the colours.
And with this, we just pull across and with a little bit of stretch in it.
And that's the other thing as well. Sometimes when you're actually doing projects, if you're a newbie to using elastic, you don't know how long the elastic needs to be to cover the area, because you might have it too slack or you might have it too tight.
Yeah.
So your elastic actually just wants to be flat.
Okay.
So that it's straight across. So you don't need to. Although we've pulled the fabric up on the. To give it a little bit of gather, we actually want the elastics flat, because we're going to put bobbins in there, so you need to have the pull there. So,
it's a useful way of storing your bobbins. Very useful.
It's very handy.
So where do you get your ideas from with regards to your patterns?
I just in my head, I'm afraid.
Pop up one morning.
Yeah.
That's it. We're going to make such and such.
Yeah, and being on the travels as well has helped, hasn't it? Well, do you know what I could do with this? And you just start drawing it out and creating it, don't you?
And do you run classes and workshops as well?
Not at the moment, no. I've done classes before, but at the moment we're just busy.
I was going to say, you're putting all these fabulous kits together for us.
But actually, that's where we kind of got the idea for the boxes anyway, is that you did have a sewing class, and Mum enjoyed doing that so much. And there's so many people that say, I can't make this, I don't have the skills. And you say,
not
yes,
everybody
you
can
do.
get to classes as well. That's the key thing.
Yes.
I think that's why we're enjoying your kit so much, because you make it so easy. Because of that class and workshop environment, you know what you need to include in a kit, because you've experienced it.
Yes.
And as I say, the practicalities of not always being able to get to a class. Because I know, I mean, you obviously you can hear the accent. You're long distance from Redditch for me to come and do a class with you.
Yeah. Well, we're from Inverness, so that's a long way. But because you've got the step-by-step instructions, and I think as Mum was doing the classes, people can sew. They just need that little bit of confidence to be able to do it. And I think that's why we take so much time doing the instructions. And if anybody's ever had a problem, or they're struggling with a part of the instructions, just give us an email and we can talk you through it. So we are just at the other end of the email.
Where are we up to then, Hazel?
So we're going to do the little pocket now. So I've put the zip, and the zip always goes right side to your fabric.
Okay.
So we're just going to stitch.
And this is another area that people get terrified of, isn't it? Putting zips in place.
In, yeah.
It's a lot easier than you think.
And you swapped over your foot there too?
Yes, I have. I've put a zipper foot. Yeah, I've just put a wee zipper foot on this one.
And don't forget the outer fabric and your lining fabric and the zip. Everything is included within these kits, so you don't have to go off finding these things. Don't forget, all of these elements add up when you have to go shopping for them, so it's definitely worth considering getting hold of the kit, because you haven't got to do any of that shopping. You haven't got to go the car parking or additional post and packing for additional elements.
Yeah, you've got the felt there as well for all your needles, and
even down to the button that you can use on the front.
Yes.
And that's what we like to do with the kits, is that everything is there, so you don't, sort of open something and think, oh, I need to get this before I can start. You can just take it out of the box and go. So that's that in. And then we're going to do the same with the other side.
Just like that. Again, your zip placement is on the pattern as well, so you're not Wondering where that goes.
Wonderful. Now, just while Hazel is getting that in place, you remember we mentioned that we've got the kits coming up? Don't forget, the lady's going to be back with us at 11 o'clock, so it's not too long for you to wait. But I know sometimes, if you're like me, you want to know what's coming up, so let me show you some of the different elements that are coming up. So you're going to be able to see how to create your pretty pink owl hold-all, your mini hold-all. Oh, look at this, how cute is this? And then you have got that makeup bag that's going to work alongside it. Again, everything that you need is included. Tune in at 11 o'clock to learn more about those kits. £21.99. 328 228 is your item number for that one. Another one that you might like to consider getting hold of, ready for 11 o'clock, is this particular one. So it's your classic bag. I love this one. Summer bag, very nice. Everything again, all there. Oh, that's a useful one, isn't it? I like the bit of denim at the bottom there, very practical. £24.99, 048 775. Fancy getting hold of that one. Decorative bunting as well. Oh, I always love a bit of bunting. I've got some up in my sewing room at the moment. Fancy getting hold of yours. Again, all the different fabrics that you need there, just for £12.99. Even your pins included there too as well. 274 755, and of course your binding that you need there to create your own beautiful, almost vintage looking bunting there. Brilliant value for money. And then another one that you might like to consider, again, it's going to be featuring during the 11 o'clock show, is this particular one too as well. And this is your children's garden on the go travel play kit. All of the elements you can see here to create this fabulous little book here. Oh, this looks, oh, look at that. Do like the idea of that one. £18.99, 113354, and of course that's all going to be featuring during our 11 o'clock show. But you can get the patterns now and the kits, should I say, in this hour. Don't forget your pick and mix as well. Lots of choice with regard to your pick and mix as well. I'm just very quickly going to take you through these. These are all from kits that we saw previously, and you've got Freedom members discounted price with these. You choose any two of these for that fabulous price on your screen there if you wanted to. Maybe treat yourself to a little bit of an eye mask. Pamper kit there. Tweety bag featuring there as well. And of course you've got your pencil roll, the book cover pattern there, the fairy tale doll that we touched on a few moments ago. And then things for your home too as well. Tea cozy mat. And your egg cozy pattern there as well. How are we getting on over there then?
Fine. I'm just actually top stitching either side of the zip now.
Lovely. This gives it that professional finish, doesn't it? The top stitch.
Yeah. Again, you can follow your lines.
Well, I don't know. I don't think mine's a bit wonky actually. But it is wonky. It's wonky. Wonky's fine. Yeah, it's wonky. So yeah, it's definitely wonky.
Oh, that's right. We'll move it around quickly and then
Mum, you know.
And then we're going to put that right sides together.
Lovely.
And you put that just over. So again, you've got your line mark here.
Okay, right.
This is over, and you're putting it just over your line. So you want it about 1/4 inch over.
So this is encapsulating the end of the
elastic, yeah.
In. That's a good trick as well, yeah. And again, all the markings on the pattern, so no guesswork.
Yes, you're not kind of, well, if I put it there, will it work?
Yeah.
No,
it
Because if you don't put it in the right place, you can capture perhaps that elastic that we touched on there.
Pull that too far over. So. Stopping to take your pin out, not sewing over your pin.
Yes. I broke quite a few needles doing that. I always think it won't catch it, and then
It's always as if you have a premonition, really. It
is, yeah.
Now, don't forget the kit that we're seeing being worked on at the moment, the travel kit. Again, very, very popular, but so is our little Alex. And of course, Alex, this is a pick of the month. This is a brilliant deal, brilliant price that the ladies bring to us that you can take advantage of, but not at this price forever. So once stock has gone, if we do bring little Alex back, he will not be at this price. In fact, he might not come back at all because he is a kit of the month. 250785. Don't forget, we're going to be seeing more of these little kits of the month. But for the time being, the month of May is Alex. It's not just Alex, though. He's got his fabulous little Scotty dog keyring. And again, everything that you need in there to make your own little jointed bear, but without the need for actual joints that you may have come across in the past. Very clever idea of how you can actually create those joints, and you actually get the needle that will enable you to do that. And of course, that needle will be with you for many more teddy bears to come, because you'll have all the resources in the instructions to create many more as time goes on. How are you getting on over there?
So that's we've stitched that on, and then we've just pinned it back, so that's ready to stitch in then.
Look at that.
And this actually gets stitched in when we do the bias binding around the the top.
Lovely. And again, the buyer's bind and everything is included within that particular kit. Details on your screen, 869624. Now, I was about to say, where is the original? There we go. Alex is almost sitting on top of it. This is what you're going to be creating if you do go for the kit with the details on your screen there. So you can see you've got your button, you've got your elastic little loop, or it's a little bias loop, isn't it?
It's a bias loop, yeah.
That will allow you to close it. Love this. I mean, when you find these, do you find materials and you think, right, what can I make with that? What can I put that in the kit?
Yeah, or look for fabrics that I've got an idea in my head what I'd actually like to see.
Yes.
You know, and then I look to see the to find the fabrics that I think will look nice with it.
And of course, that's the bit that we just saw created there. The pocket, as easy as that. Just a few moments ago, with that little elasticated bobbin holder there. And now we're moving on to the little pocket.
It's a little pocket, yeah. Now I'm actually going to do this on a wee zigzag. But again, you could do, if you were hand stitching it, you could do a blind hem on it. You could do a straight stitch. It's entirely up to you what stitch you use. It's just, I just suggest a stitch, and it's up to you.
Yeah, a little bit of blanket stitch or something like that with a hand stitch. If you've got some embroidery flosses at home, it'd be a nice idea.
Well, that's if you're a wee bit more confident. You kind of create your own as you're going, can't you? You know, if you think, well, actually, I'm using bigger threads, I'll pin it here, and
If you're making it as a gift for somebody as well, you could even embroider on the heart their initial or something like that.
Definitely,
or stitch a few buttons in place.
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? This is a pattern for you to embellish it as much as you like. It's that's what sewing's about, isn't it? It's creating your own.
Yeah.
And obviously that's what sew mine is that it's you're sewing your own, so you add your own creativity to it.
And I think that's the nice thing, because it is, you just give people those building blocks, those kind of stepping stones to get started, and then as crafters we all do it and start looking at things and thinking, how can I change that to make it my own, like you said.
Yeah, and you want to learn kind of new skills all the time, so every time you do a project you think, oh, that's good, I've managed to do something like that now, that's great.
Another skill to go into that skill bank.
That's right. And the thing is you change things to suit whichever craft you're doing as well. So you might have different needs, and just say that actually fits your scissors in quite nicely.
Absolutely perfect. Hazel, thank you. Okay. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Lovely. There you go. You can get this kit. You can get the kit to make your own little travel sewing kit, and it's on the website along with everything else that we've been chatting about. Don't forget, Alex is proving to be incredibly popular. So if you do want to go for Alex, you do need to get hold of your kit as soon as you possibly can. You're going to have your keyring, of course, that works alongside Alex as well. So that's going to be included. Don't forget, if you want to go for your travel sew kit, then you can do. So you can see everything is included in there. And then, of course, you have got other fabulous pieces that you can work with. So if you do want to take advantage of those, you can do. You don't have to go looking for anything. It's all included in there. All you need to do is add in a sewing machine if you want to. You don't have to do that. Now, we forgot to have a look at this when we were over with your mum, didn't we? And this is a lovely little idea.
It is fantastic, really handy as you're cutting those little bits of thread to be able to pop them into your little bin instead of having disaster after you've sewn. So no, it's really good. And for your wee pins as well, you're literally just going down to the side of your machine and being able to do that.
This, if you wanted to weight it, you could actually sit it on the countertop, kind of like so, couldn't you?
Yeah, and that's what we decided to do. We decided to put the little kind of loop on there, so you can pop it under your foot of your machine, or you can weight it.
Oh, I was trying to figure that, and I was thinking, as soon as you say foot of a sewing machine, I was thinking about the sewing area foot. Yeah. But what you mean is the foot that's underneath the base of it.
Yes, right. Yes. So you can just pop it on there. Yeah. Or if you've got sand or rice at home, you can fill it with that as well.
Nice idea. I do like that idea. Now I can understand. Very clever, very practical. You've got obviously your stuff in here to go into your little pin cushion. You're going to create those fabulous little prairie points. Prairie points are so sweet, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're actually a really nice addition to that as well. Yeah. It just really completes it, a little bit of detail.
It does indeed, and of course then you can go on and use this, and you'll be finding, oh, I know I can add a few more prairie points to this project or that project as time goes on. And of course adding your own fabrics. Once you've completed yours using the kit, bring your own fabrics into play, and away you go again. If you fancy this kit, then £15.95. How affordable is that for all of the elements that you need? 294-119 at £15.19. Get it into your basket, and then perhaps consider adding in something else to work alongside it. I love these. We saw these. If you've just joined us, go back on Rewind and you'll see literally the quickest demonstration ever of how to create one of these. Brilliant, so fast.
Yes, great for beginners, very quick to do. And like I say, I mean, we're creating a fabric wall just now for all those things. They do look stunning. They're, you know, they're very attractive little baskets to have anywhere in the house, you know, so whether you're using them for crafting, in the bathroom, you know, anywhere for children's toys, they're really handy.
Really good idea. Don't forget, it's not just the fabric bag that you're going to be able to make. You're going to be able to make one of these as well as your pincushion, and the fabric's included for this as well. All you need to do is add in your stuff in for your pincushion. Away you go. 555 808 £14.99. Get that one in your basket as well. It's just £1 extra with your post and packing. Of course, if you're a Freedom member, you don't need to worry about that. And we have got Freedom member discounts on patterns as well. So if you are a Freedom member, have a little look at those as well. Some really pretty patterns. Now, of course, we've just left Heather.
Hazel.
Mum.
We've left Mum.
Well, not my mum, but your mum, yeah. She's stitching away there. So yeah, Hazel's busy stitching away, and this is what she's been working on. 869624. Again, so practical.
Yes, this is one of my favourites actually today, because it's a great little kit, great for taking your stuff on holidays, craft classes. You know, it's very handy.
I love it. And of course, again, if you have just joined us, because I know many of you perhaps have been on the school run and just popped back in. In the demonstration already, we've learnt how to create this fabulous little elasticated bobbin holder here. Also how to put a little pocket in place, and also how to insert your zip and create this very practical little pocket, all of which are part of this project. And of course, all the fabrics, the tapes, everything that you need is included to create this wonderful little either gift for somebody or maybe a gift for yourself. Fancy getting hold of yours? 869624, £18.99. Now again, practical gifts and simple gifts. Things like the apron here, this is lovely. I do like this idea.
Yes, yeah, like we said before, it's a very, you know, it's unisex, great for any, you know, any craft, any gardening, you know, you can literally take it anywhere. So it's great.
Very stylish in design as well. Again, all the fabrics you need. Brilliant design, I have to say, because look at this. How swish does this look? Very retro look to it.
Yeah, and the leaves really jump out, don't they? It is very nice.
And once you've got the pattern, you could be making one for all seasons. So maybe this is one for the spring, maybe autumnal as well. You can have a garden themed one. We've got loads of fabrics available on the website, but once you've got the kit, you've got the pattern, you can be making as many as you like. I like the idea of perhaps using somehow recycling jeans and having the pockets on the front from your jeans.
Yeah, so which is always good, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's always good to kind of recycle any fabric as well. So yeah, you can get very creative, couldn't you?
Fancy getting hold of yours? 287 776 £17.99. And then finally, the little star of the hour, little Alex, bless him. And he is fabulous. What is it? A wonderful monthly kind of subscription that you run through your website.
Yeah, so he's part of our subscription, but you're not subscribing today.
Okay.
You've just been able to get Alex the bear and the Scotty dog keyring as a one-off.
Okay,
so.
Lovely. Now half of the stock of Alex is gone. Alex is going to be featuring at 11 o'clock. So if you want to get hold of yours, I don't know what stock levels we're going to have at 11 o'clock. So do get hold of yours. But half of the stock at the moment, 280 785 £11.99. Now, I'll give you a little sneak peek. Talking about 11 o'clock, what have the girls got coming up? Well, guess what? I'm going to give you a little bit sneaky peeky. So here you go. If you're wanting to get hold of these, you can do. You've got your pretty pink owl hold-all. This is nice. Really cute little bag. You've got your makeup bag as well as your hold-all here. So perhaps you've got somewhere that's going to keep maybe a travel hairdryer, maybe your toiletries for when you go away. Your makeup bag, you can pop that in your bag when you're going anywhere. £21.99. 328 being your item number there on. This is a nice one. You're going to be making lots of these. Of course, the fabric in the kit's going to get you started though. £24.99. 048 775. Love the stylish look at this one. You've even got all the fabrics for the base there, the lining, as well as that wonderful stripy look there, perfect for the summer. And then how do you fancy decorating your home? Maybe you've got some parties that you're having in the summer. Well, this is something that you could be popping out in the garden and decorating your outdoors as well as your indoors. 274 755, £12.99. Love the collection of fabrics, very vintage feel with these, and you can see absolutely beautiful. I'd be going for a couple of those kits, to be honest, because of course you want the fabric to go that little bit further and create longer piece. And then And finally, another kit that you might want to consider is this one. We'll be featuring this one again at 11 o'clock, but if you fancy getting yours ahead of time, then please do so. 113354. Practical kit to make something that's going to keep you, well, keep little people quiet for £18.99. And again, lovely ideas that you could be taking and creating, not only using the elements within the kit, but for many, many years to come, I have to say. Hazel, we've had some fabulous demonstrations.
Thank you.
Learnt loads during this hour, so thank you very much. And Abby, I mean, everything that you've shown us here, I think the key thing is have a go, isn't it? Just get hold of a kit and just give it a go.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're new to sewing, or you've been sewing for a while, you've got everything in the kit, and yeah, do one of the kits. You'll love it. You really will.
I love it. And of course, don't forget, if you don't want to go for a kit with fabric in, we've got that wonderful pick and mix featuring all those fabulous characters.
Yes.
We've got Bobbin and Betsy and the Topsy-Turvy doll. They're all featuring in there. All you need to do is add a couple of those into your basket. If you're a Freedom member, you're paying just £17.08 there. And of course, if you do want to go back in and order more of them, then you can do. It's very easy for you to do so. I think people are going to be coming back for more, because you can't narrow it down to two, really, can you?
No, it's quite difficult with Betsy, Bobbin, the fairy tale doll. Oh, it's tough, actually.
2 or maybe even 3 lots of your pick and mix, and each pair is just going to be £11.99. Now, needless to say, ladies are going to be back with you at 11 o'clock this morning. I hope you'll be able to join them. I'll be watching from the green room, definitely, with a cup of tea and something, a bag of snacks of some shape or form. I will be back with you a little bit later on. I've got some fabulous shows ahead of me, so really looking forward to working with Katie Skilton later on today as well. So check out our schedule. There's lots to see, lots going on, but of course do stay tuned, because at 9 o'clock every morning it's our first opportunity to have another look at the one-day special. See you in a bit. And wow, is it a one-day special? It's a heartfelt one-day special. You definitely need to be tuning in for that. I shall be watching the lovely Katie straight after that, 10 o'clock with Sizzix. And then the ladies, as we've mentioned to you, are back at 11. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Sarah Davies, and I've been an avid crafter for most of my life. It's actually a love of paper crafting that inspired me to start Crafters Companion when I was just 21, actually running it from my university bedroom. Since then, the company's really grown and gone from strength to strength, and I feel privileged that we were invited in the early days to become part of the Hochanda family. I absolutely love working with the team here at Hochanda because they really understand what's important, and that's that I want to be able to have the opportunity to show you things in detail, to teach you and to really inspire you. So make sure you watch out for me, Sarah Davies, and Crafters Companion on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Sue.
And I'm Doreen. I named the company after my 2 daughters, Katie and Sue.
So we're a family business, Katie Sue Designs, based in the northeast of England, and we've been in business for almost 25 years now together. We started with miniature dolls, and we moved through to paper crafting with Flower Soft, and then into silicone molds, which we make here ourselves. And they're award winning, and we sell them to around 40 countries in the world. We're really looking forward to coming to Hochanda and showing you all a wide range of our products, everything from paper crafting to cake decorating, mixed media. So I hope you can join us and Noreen showing you all of the different crafting techniques.
Hi there, I'm Noreen, demonstrator for Katie Sue Designs. I really can't wait to be able to show you all of the molds and all of the exciting things that I'm going to bring to you. Make sure you don't miss the Katie Sue shows on Hochanda.
A very warm welcome back to Hochanda. Always good to have your company. 9 o'clock is a very important hour here at Hochanda because it is when we revisit our one-day special. Now, one-day special, they're designed to run for 24 hours, but of course it is while stocks last. Now, what I've learned at Hochanda, if you've got something passionate you're about, if you're a passionate paper crafter, if you spend money, time and all that effort making something beautiful, it deserves to be framed. When you frame something, I'm sure you'll agree, it takes it from something incredible to something memorable, to something very much more of a gift. And that, again, is what this one-day special is all about. It's all about framing your work and make it look absolutely beautiful. Now then, if you are interested in the one-day special, 2/3 of the stock gone. We've got all of these dies, 4 packs of dies, and look at this price. We're going to get the details for you. Write down this item number. I think it might go this hour. 2/3 of the stock gone. So, saving £21, £74.96. That's 859,684. I do think it is going to go this hour. Now, we're joined with Nikki. Before we meet Nikki, let's hear what you could be doing with this fantastic one-day special. Well, there we go. That's the taste of what you can do. Tell us all about the one-day special. We're joined with Nikki. Nikki, welcome back.
Good morning.
And congratulations to you as well. You had a very busy launch
with this. We had an amazing launch. Absolutely amazing.
It's incredible. Do you know what? A lot of people are on the phones now already. If you like this, just get 2/3, like I said, has gone. But why do you think that is then, Nikki? Why is this so popular?
Right. Because Heartfelt Creations bring us a collection once a month. This is a special one.
Right.
Okay, because this is decorative dies.
Okay.
But not only have we got decorative dies in here that all work together beautifully, we've got some matte and layered dies as well, which work perfectly with all of Heartfelt Creations, paper pads and stamps and dies. And like you pointed out earlier, you can make a card, but then you can add something decorative on it.
Yes.
And it just makes it pop.
Because it's like a finishing touch almost. Because even if you create like, the main focal point, you're really pleased. When you frame it, it transforms into something even better.
Exactly. And it's so easy to create a beautiful card. And I'll show that one as an example. Because basically, that's just got one flower on there.
Yes.
But everything else is from the collection.
Right.
So you've got the decorative frame here.
Yes.
And then I've used one of the other frames just around there as well. But how beautiful is that?
Isn't that stunning? I mean, without that frame, it'd be nice. It'd be a nice background, nice flower.
Even the matte and layer here that I've done is in this one-day special.
Really, even that's in there. But that's what always becomes the focal point, really.
Exactly, and you actually get 4 different sizes of those.
Okay.
And I'll just show you the 4. So you can create
I see the separate dies.
Yes, so you can create something completely different.
I see.
Got it right. It's first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Is that way? I know what you're trying to do. So it's always easier at home. So it is.
There we go.
It's that. There we go. Lovely.
So you can create any size kind of frame for your card.
Of course you could.
Whether it's a 6x6, 7x6, 7x4. You can create a beautiful frame.
So you're covered, aren't you? You're covered in these frames. That's just one style. That's one style. Can I show you some more? Because these are beautiful. Now look at this.
Exquisite. Again,
exquisite.
I've used some pattern papers from the Poppy collection.
We've got that on the show, yeah.
The Ariana. The Ariana's actually sold out, but you could put poppies on here. But I've just used the decorative dies. Now I've used those frames in a completely different way.
Right.
Because what I've done is I've used it as a frame, so rather than make it a square, I've
make it into that shape. That's beautiful. But you're making the edges into a feature there.
Exactly.
You really are. You're always going to have edges, make them into a focal point. This one is beautiful too. All of these dies, they're all included. That's gorgeous.
It just makes your cards look elegant and exquisite. If you're new to paper crafting, I think this is kind of like, you're going to find that this die collection is going to be one of your go-to die collections.
It's one of the essentials.
We've used one of the decorative dies inside here, and then we've used those frame dies just to create like a frame around the outside.
Oh, I see.
And that's using pattern paper, so a completely different
Oh, I see.
Yeah, with the same one-day special.
By the way,
obviously I've used different dyes.
You've used different dyes, but that's like the star of the card, aren't they, really?
Yes.
By the way, if you like this dye on the outside, that is part of the one-day special, but it is actually available as an individual. It's actually the only one, this one right here, that's the only one that's available as an individual. All the rest have sold out. However, I do say available, limited stock, so 10% or less remaining. So that is going to go this hour, I'm pretty sure of it. I think the one-day special might go 2/3 of the stock gone. So don't worry, if you order the one-day special, you get all of these 4
It's a lot
dye
of dyes.
sets.
There's 26
That's a lot of
individual dyes in the
Is that
one-day
many?
special.
That's an awful lot, isn't it? So we've got another one down here as well. And okay, oh, I see. So we've reduced the detail a little bit on the frame.
Yeah, so this is using the eyelet frame from the rectangle basics.
Yes.
And
aren't they smart? So you've got rectangles
so
there, we've got leafy borders.
You've actually got, in that rectangle set, you've got 10 dyes.
Right. In one set?
Yeah.
In one set. That's
Just
fantastic.
one. Just
so
one.
there we go. You got an awful lot for your money. I can't believe... I think the usual price here, £95.96, considering it is going to be an essential dye, that's already a brilliant price point. But now you're saving £21. Saving £21. It's an offer that's got to be considered. If you're flicked on and you might be tempted by this, get this while you can. Now, there's 2 ways you can buy. Firstly, give a call centre ring. It's 01733 602 000. They're ready to take your call. They're literally just upstairs. You speak to somebody live, but the quickest way to order is right here on our website. This is hochanda.com. I got to say, if you're a Heartfelt Creations crafter, like Nick was saying, a lot of these sizes, a lot of these shapes, it's almost like you're entering a crafting system with Heartfelt Creations. That, honestly, that one-day special, that is an absolute essential for framing your work in the most beautiful way. Well, it deserves to be framed. If you spent the time, if you spend the money on stamps, focal points, frame it. Why not? Now then, if you see some beautiful paper pads we showed you on those examples, a lot of them are actually from this pad. But Nikki, it's not just the pad, we get more.
We've got the stamps and dies. So basically, if you've just turned on and you're thinking, never seen Heartfelt before, what's it all about?
Yeah, what's it all about?
Usually we have, in the one-day specials, we have the paper pad, the stamps that coordinate with the dies, then all kind of works together.
It tells a story, doesn't it?
So it tells a story. So which was slightly different with the decorative dies is they work together with all the paper pads.
Right, I see.
And we've got here the Blazing Poppies, 24 double-sided sheets, acid and ligament free.
Nice.
So great for your scrapbooking. But you're also getting the stamps and dies, so you can create beautiful, beautiful three-dimensional...
Is that what we've done? Oh, that's beautiful. I've got to just say, I know I'm talking about stock updates all the time, but do you know what, I don't want you to miss out. That's the only reason. So 70% of the stock's gone on this one. Do you know what, it's going to be one of those days. So it's going to be one of those amazingly busy days, saving £8. Would you like to create something as beautiful as that? Nikki, that is just...
Aren't they gorgeous?
That is incredible. It looks
very,
so expensive.
very easy. It looks expensive, but...
Oh, go on.
You know, you can create different kind of flowers with this.
But they hold their shape, don't they?
They do, yeah. So this is completely different.
I'm thinking wreaths for Christmas time, garlands, table centerpieces.
You can use your acetate, you can use your vellum, you can use the art foam paper that we've got on the
Joel, when you mentioned vellum, I love white embossing powder onto vellum. Imagine that vellum looks like a frosty, fresh kind of feel.
I've got one in cream and gold.
Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it.
So easy. So no colouring involved in that. Basically, all I've done is use the flower shaping mould.
Which we've got, yeah.
Use my deluxe flower shaping kit, and I've just put some little pearls in the centre to create the centre, and you can kind of lift it up, you know.
So you can be quite... Oh, I see. So it takes a bit of manipulating.
Yeah.
So it retains its shape. That's fantastic.
And you don't have to buy any more flowers. That's what I love about Heartfelt.
Once you've got these, they're your tools.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's one there, no flowers involved in this, but I've used just one of the panels, which is something really special about Heartfelt papers, because you've got lots of different size panels to make easy, quick cards. The card behind it, that's using one of the 6x6 panels.
Oh, I see. So it all ties in, it all works well together, doesn't it? Can I have a quick flick through that pad? Is that right? Do you mind? Because this is beautiful. So you've got 24, right, here you go. Let's have a look here. The 24 double-sided pages. I'm going to do it this way, start from the back.
It's absolutely gorgeous. You've got tags, you've got little tickets in there, you've got sentiments in here. all working along that theme of the blazing poppy. You've got 6x6s, so you can cut that up and use for your 6x6 cards.
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous images. But on the other side, you've also got your pattern papers as well. Great for ribbon strips.
So it all
here.
ties in. It all makes sense. Nothing's going to clash. I mean, look at that for variation.
I love the design there with that poppy.
What would you do with that page now? What would you do you think? That was scrapbooky, you thinking there?
Scrapbooking, but you know, personally, I'd be cutting it up. I'd even be stamping and die cutting my poppies on it and make some gorgeous poppies.
Yes, you could.
No colouring involved. You've got the red there as well.
I'm going to say...
You can see how beautiful...
It goes on and on. Look, I'm that way through the book. I'm missing out pages because some designs are repeated.
6x6s again, you've got your panels here. Great for your journaling, your mini albums. These are absolutely amazing. You can put photographs in there. Use it alongside that one-day special with those decorative dies. Completely transform a card or a scrapbook layout.
They really are.
Look at that. So you can make really nice, easy, quick cards with this paper pad.
Well, there's 6 cards already there, isn't there, really? There's 6 toppers to a card.
Because you've also got your matte and layering done for you. So this is great for scrapbook card makers that maybe haven't got a lot of stash, maybe haven't been crafting for long.
Yes, just get into it.
Easy. If you brought the one-day special and the Blazing Poppy collection that we've got here, you could create amazing cards.
So like you said, because a lot of the frames will fit this kind of size. I get you. So this is like the heartfelt, this really is like the heartfelt creations system, really.
You could add just a
that's one day special die.
Decorative. I wanted the actual bigger one and I can't find it.
Let's push it. By the way, 75% of the stock has now gone on this one, actually. So you're saving £8, £43.97 for, again, it's the stamps, it's the die, it's this paper pad.
Oh,
I see. Well, there we go.
Frame it, put it behind it so it's
the
panel sits on the top.
There's lots more. And you can decoupage areas as well.
Transforms it.
There's all these pages, there's lots more. All you pay today, by the way, is £21.99. Then the pad, the stamps, the die, get delivered straight to your door. How about that? Add your P&P today. It's 679,182. That's your first FlexPad payment of the £21.99. Now, we mentioned the flower shaping mould.
Yes.
Why this?
Right, so... This is something that we brought out a few months ago. It's the Basics flower shaping mould.
Okay.
Basically what you do is you stamp and die cut your flowers, colour them, pop them into your flower shaping mould, and we will be doing this during the show, and you get all the... You see on this flower here, if you show everyone, if you look at the detail on that, can you see?
Oh, it's
that creates, so it creates that beautiful
that illusion of flower petals, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. The texture on there,
yeah. I see, because when you look at flowers, they have ridges on the side there. They have waves.
So normally, that would probably take me about 20 minutes to create, because I would be using my deluxe flower shaping tool to create every single one of those lines.
You'd be drawing out those waves, wouldn't you? Yeah.
However, when you're using the flower shaping mould, it cuts your time down so much. I wouldn't like to say how much, because it is a lot. You still use your deluxe flower shaping tool.
So how does she do it then? What's the first thing?
If you lift that up, if you take that apart, it comes in 2 parts.
Go on, you show us.
So you've basically got 2 parts of it. So you've got your underneath part, and then you'll notice there's kind of 2 grooves here. In the top part, so you've got...
That's like the positive, that's like the negative.
That's what I was thinking.
I think. So you put your cards in there, then you press it.
So you put your flower in there, you pop this one on top, which fits perfectly into those grooves.
Yeah.
Pop it through your die cutting machine. Now, because of the thickness of the the actual mould, it doesn't go through your Gemini. There's certain machines that won't go through.
So a big shot
it will go through. A big shot, a cut and
big style,
a vagabond, a cut and boss. If you think about any machine that will take your big, say, Sizzix dies, your thick dies, this will go through it.
That's going to go through. That is such a great idea.
It's amazing.
It is. You got to, it's so much more detail. It's the detail it adds within the papers. It's not just the die cuts.
And it isn't just for the poppies. It's for basically any flower that you want to add that detail to. You can see all the detail in there. You can layer more than sort of like you can put 2 or 3 flowers in one.
Right.
So just one kind of pass through your die cutting machine, you're going to get a lot of flowers out of it.
You can knock a wreath up in no time at all with that kind of thing.
And
again, so there we go. If you're a Freedom member, look at that price now, £16.19. You're saving £5.80. 908-310. That's the 3D floor basic shaping mould. That's a great kit,
It is.
Now, go on, we've got to do this as well.
We
might as well,
this.
because this is a deluxe. This is beautiful.
Yeah, so we've already mentioned this, the deluxe flower shaping kit. You've got all the different tips to create, and you've got your 2 mats in there. So you've got a pricking mat, you've got a quilling tool in there, you've got a pricking tool in there, different size tips to create that extra dimension to your flowers. So you use your flower mould to create all that beautiful, beautiful detail,
yes.
and then you're going to use your flower shaping kit to create that extra shape to it to create your flower.
That's beautiful, and that is a smart kit. Well, again, it's an essential. Flowers you can use on really any card, I would say, most cards. By the way, £29.99 is for this. It's the Heartfelt Creations Deluxe Flower Shaping Kit. 10 interchangeable tips. Use them for your embossing tools, you know, why not? Well, it's at 939-385 is your answer number for this. Now, it is on extended delivery, so bear that in mind, because these have been very, very popular in the past. Now, we've also got the art foam papers on the show. John, we'll show you this quickly, because you can see here, this is a lot for your money. 20 pieces here in one pack. £11.99. That's at 675-424. Again, saving £3. Again, when you say foam paper, what do we mean?
Right, so you can create, using your flower shaping stamps and dies.
Right.
3-dimensional flowers, the same as you would if you was using your paper, but it's foam.
Right, okay.
But you use heat on it, so you can use an iron or you can use your heat gun to create it. Kind of, we'll do it in one of the demos.
Okay.
And I was just looking down here to see if I could find.
You know what's quite extraordinary?
Can I just wander? I'm just going to wander up here.
You have a wander. Do you know what I find quite extraordinary for those at home? I know you can't touch it. It's a shame because if you could touch it,
it's one of those touchy-feely things.
It feels like a petal. Now that sounds silly. Look. For me, it really, really does.
Look at that.
Oh, I see.
And that is foam. So basically, you can squish it, you can squash it. It's not going to hurt.
We're joking. And you've coloured that as well, clearly.
Yeah, so I've coloured these.
What, with inks and things?
With inks. I think this one I used a chalk ink. With this one, I used the Nouveau kind of like a paste. If you look, it's got like a shimmer on it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? You could create bouquets with this. You could create headbands.
Yeah.
You could create wedding flowers.
Fascinators, yeah, of course you could.
Corsages.
Corsage? Was that what corsage is?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. We've got demonstrations lined up. If you like the 20 pieces of foam, that's a £73. I might get a corsage. So £11. Oh, well, I love a corsage. There we go. It's £11.99, and that's 675-424. Now, we have got the one-day special. Do be quick on that. We are flying through the stock. In fact, we're going to get the details for you on the one-day special, because you are saving £21. 2/3 of the stock has gone, and let's give you some inspiration why that may be so. Take a look at this. There we go. I think that's why 2/3 of the stock's gone. They're just beautiful. They're just absolutely essential dies. All you pay today, £37.48. Ah, hang on. 70% of the stock has now gone. 859684. 70% gone. Details bottom of the screen, approaching 80% of the stock gone. That's £43.97. That's for the paper pad, the stamp and the die for the Poppy collection. So any questions, give a call centering and get what you like. So, Nikki, where do we start?
So we're going to make a card very, very similar to this one. So these flowers here, I've actually used the poppies, and the stamens actually come from the Ariana, and I think we've sold out of the Ariana.
We have, sadly,
unfortunately. Yes. But we've got the frame die, and we've got that beautiful poppy paper behind there.
So the frame there, again, that's the one-day special. Well, one part of the one-day special.
So to create this card, basically, I'm going to start off with my dies, because I'm using those frame dies. So if you cut out just the outer edge, you are going to get like the back, or just a I can't think what it is.
The die.
Yeah.
You think of the shape of the die?
Yeah.
So I've no idea what shape that is.
I think you could actually use that as
a half triangle.
Yeah, it's. But I actually think you could use it as like a window box, or So it's not just...
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, like box frames.
Yeah.
Shadow boxes.
Shadow boxes, which is what I'm going to... Very similar to what I'm going to do here. But then you've got your inner. So think about it. You've got 4 different sizes. But when you die cut that out, you are going to get a beautiful leaf design. And then pop that on top of there. And you've got that shadow behind it. So you could do your shadow in any colour.
Okay.
So you could do it yellow, orange, gold. So maybe if you're doing a golden wedding card, how beautiful would that be?
Again, it's so useful all year round, I'd say.
All year round. I think that's what's lovely about these dies. They're not specific for any occasion or any time of year. But then you pop that on there.
I can't imagine that gold mirror
I've used
card.
that green on there because that's going to coordinate with my card. But that's created a shadow behind. Now I've cut out 4, okay, because I want to create a square. On the back of this one, I'm just going to pop a little bit of foam tape. Scissors. There we go. Probably cut it a little bit too long. Yes, very too long. And to be honest, I'm going to pop just so that the corners stay nice and upright as well. Pop a little bit of foam tape on there also.
Okay, with these dies, you can make rectangles, 2 different size squares with these?
Yeah, so all different sizes. So if you think about it, if I just grab my dies here, so these are the outer edges to all of mine. Dun, 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 dun. So you've got all these outer edges. So we can create... Dun, dun, dun. We can create lots of different shapes if you wanted. You can create, in actual fact, it's upside down because that's how it would die cut out. So that one
that's
that I did.
That card was
so that's how, yeah. So it creates a completely different. But you could cut 4 out of any of these, and you've got a square. So you could have a square like that. Okay.
So two different size
and then
squares,
you've obviously
really.
got all the decorative ones as well that go in each of one of those.
Okay.
To create your leafy design. Beautiful. We don't have them individually, do we?
We don't. Not these ones, no. Sadly not. We did have, but they sold out. But don't forget, they're all available at the moment in the one-day special. But again, 70% of that stock's gone the one-day special.
And then the next one that I'm going to use is this one.
Okay.
Now, I'm not using the outer edge. I'm not going to be using this one. But in this stamped die set, you're also getting that beautiful, intricate one that fits in there. And then you've got another one.
Yeah, so that's one set.
So it all works in together. So that's just one set.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut this out.
We've got something quite modern, something quite grand, something quite opulent in it, something very straightforward, if you want that to, but all in one bundle.
So there's different ways that you can use this. Okay. So I'm just going to tape that down. Just to show you how that works through your die cutting
even in
machine.
there's a set here called the Eyelet Rectangle and Basics. That's the 10 dies inside one pack alone. That's the one that's actually still available, but it is limited stock, so 10% or less remaining. I'll bring it in for you. So it's actually this selection right there. This is just an essential. This is an absolute essential here. Do you know what I like about it? You have got well, it is like the eyelet around the outside there. That's so popular.
Very pretty, very delicate.
Pretty. Isn't
very,
it?
very delicate.
I can imagine some thread interwoven between those eyelets, perhaps. They are smart. There we go. £21 saving, £74.96. Again, folks, it is on FlexiBuy, so you stagger the cost interest-free. You pay 1 payment today at your postage and your packaging. It's beautiful. By the way, whilst I'm holding the shaping mould, this is the flower shaping mould, approaching half the stock gone at this now. This is essential, so they're the details now on your screen. So you're saving £4, £17.99, 908310. Now, if you love cutting out your flowers, do you love shaping your flowers? If that's the kind of thing you'd love to embellish your cards with, try this mould, because you see all that detail in the middle. It adds those waves, it adds those grooves, it adds that texture, what we do see on petals. That's very impressive. That's a very clever. I'm amazed I haven't actually seen this before. Heartfelt Creations, they've done it again. I've seen this one before, but I'm amazed, like, I haven't seen any other moulds similar. Heartfelt Creations, absolutely on it. That's brilliant. And just to recap, Nikki, these goes through your die cutting machines that takes that width, basically.
It does, yeah, basically.
So,
you just need to kind of change. So, like with the Big Shot that I'm using the Big Shot Plus. All you need is these 2 plates.
So it's like using a big sty, for example.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
You can put a shim through it. It all depends on your individual machine.
You know your machine.
Well, yeah, you all know your machine.
It's like a pet.
You know them well. It's a little bit of trial and error. But if you get a little bit stuck and you brought one and you're not quite sure if it's going to go through your machine, or you're thinking about it because you're not sure if your machine will work with it, go on the Heartfelt Creations blog, and there's a list of different machines and different configurations of plates that you can use.
The Heartfelt Creations blog. Okay, I'll be checking that out. Fantastic, brilliant.
Right, I'm going to start again because that wasn't the die that I was going to use.
Oh, was it not?
Okay.
Well, you've got so many to choose from.
The one that I'm actually going to use was this one. So you've actually got, again, 3. Now look at that, okay? What I'm going to use is just the centre one. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take that one away. This is what I love. You kind of mix and match them all together. So should we start again? Just pop that through your die cutting machine. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, I actually think it's like a Cinderella mirror.
I know what you mean, actually, yeah.
It's very...
The negative's going to be beautiful as well, isn't it?
Snow White mirror.
Joel, we are busy on the phone lines. I mean, it's hardly surprising. There's going to be a small queue there, but keep on the phones. We will get you. But if you can go on the website, quickest way to order. Now, we start at the top of this hour, so about just after 9 o'clock, we're 2/3 of the stock gone. We're now over 70% of the stock gone. That's the way we're going. It's just gone 25 past. Where's the time gone? Where's the stock gone? I know where you bought it. You're buying it.
You're going to have that in your bathroom in a very few weeks.
It's going to be beautiful.
So that's that beautiful decorative die that I've just used. But I want to actually just show you as well how this one works.
Okay.
So if you want to cut that centre out and make it more of a frame, you could maybe put some mirror card behind it and actually make a mirror. So just pop that up there. Just make sure that's kind of in the centre, and then just pop that through again. So you could pop it through all together if you wanted. I'm not sure if that's straight. There we go. Just pop that through. Hear that click and crunch. And then you have got the choice of whether to have it.
Oh, beautiful.
Either. Isn't that gorgeous? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a little sentiment on here. I'm not sure what colour to do. I think I'm going to do red. Okay.
Do you think these dies fit different styles of crafters? Because you might like bright, bold, you might like a little bit steampunky. You might get your gilding waxes out. You might work with dark colours.
Waxes would work absolutely gorgeous with that.
Imagine the black card. Oh
yes. With gold embossing powder.
Stop it. Yes, that'd be beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's naughty.
Right, so I'm going to pop that to one side. Now, I've got my card, and my card measures 6.5 by 6.5, which means I'm going to get a nice
like the
white
negative
edge.
edges? Well, not being rude, but
I'll be honest with you, I've kept all the negatives.
Now, if you like these papers, it comes in a big pad which contains 24 double-sided sheets. With that pad, a stamp set and a die set. Over 80% of the stock's gone. Joe, folks, I think we're going to be reaching limited stock before long. So if you like to give a silly expression that, before long, isn't it? What does that mean? Before long. But it is going to be that. We're heading towards that way. So it's brand new today, saving £8. It's £43.97. That's 679,182. So do be quick with that. So again, it is the pad. It's this as well that you get. It's also the stamps and it is the die. So you can see them right here. Oh, I'll show you here actually instead. There we go. So you have got these. There we are. We'll have a look here. So we have got the pads as if from nowhere in the air. They were floating there. Thanks, Hannah. They are beautiful. Oh, now the die, limited stock on its own. But if you would like the stamp, technically that is now sold out. So if you've got the stamps, well done. But don't forget, if you want the stamps, the die, and the paper pad. It's actually the best family way to get it because you're saving £8 in the bundle, £43.97. Over 80% of the stock's gone, so it's 679,182. So there we go. Thank you, Nikki.
Right, I'm hoping this is going to be in the centre. So I'm now creating. Oh, it's not quite in the centre, but hey. And that's just kind of lifted off because I've used that foam tape. So I've created a beautiful. Oops. Not quite so straight, but because I've used my PVA glue, it's
got a bit of wiggle room there, Nikki.
Bit of wiggle room, and then that final one is going to go down there. I'm sure it's not straight.
That's beautiful.
Oh, look at that. And then I completely transformed that paper.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in the centre, I'm going to pop my little sentiment, and again, just pop a little bit of foam tape. Like this. Dun, dun, dun. Pop that just up there. And then the next step is to add some flowers.
Okay.
So now we can show everyone how that flower shaping mould works.
Shall we do it? Shall we do it? Because you really like it. You're liking the shaping mould.
Pop that over there to one side.
Okay.
I'm going to take my flower shaping mould. Okay, so this is the flower shaping basics.
Okay.
So basically, what you're going to do.
So do you cut a shape out first?
Yes. So I've got my poppies already stamped, die cut, and coloured.
Right.
Okay. So I've used my daubers and some memento ink, I think, to colour these.
So we're literally shaping it now, aren't we?
Right. So the only thing I need to do is, because I like to have the back of my flowers, because you can sometimes see from different angles the back of those flowers. So I'm just going to colour the back using my daubers and my rhubarb stalk black ink.
Okay.
And just
colour memento
that
you're
in.
using there.
Don't have to be precise with the back. But
okay, just think what backgrounds you like to paint. Have you got gel kind of plates? Have you got pixie powders, brushes? You know, think what backgrounds you're going to create before you shape these flowers. Or you just have some pattern cast on. Like because we can use the pad we got on the show in this mould, can't we? So the pad on the show, the paper's there. That weighted paper will fit inside.
It will fit in this mould. At the moment, I'm using about 160 GSM.
Okay.
And like I said, you can pop more than one flower in. So I'll pop 2 in there. They don't have to be precisely on top of one another. You've got different sizes. As I say, any flower you can pop in here and you get that beautiful, beautiful kind of
Do you know what? Half of the
detail.
stock has actually now gone of this mould. Now this is the 3D Floral Basics. It should be called Basics because that is detailed. Easy to use, but magnificent detail.
The reason we've called this one Basics is because it's basically basic. You can use it basically on any flower. We've got rose ones, we've got poinsettia ones, we've got leaf ones.
So it's not flower specific.
This one is one that you're going to use generically throughout
I
your
get you, I get you.
shaping.
So you might have other dyes from other companies as well. If you'll fit inside that kind of shape, regardless of what style it is, you're going to press in that detail.
Right, I'm just going to pop that down there. And then, as I say, I'm going to use just my 2 clear plates through my big shot.
And you might not want a big one. You might want a really tiny one.
Tiny flowers you can use in there.
Yeah, finishing touch.
If you've purchased some of other heartfelt flowers, some that really look great in this is the carnation.
Oh yes, I know ones.
That adds beautiful, beautiful texture to the carnation. And then pop that through.
Oh wow!
And you can see. I'm just going to... You just give it a tap and just pop that over there. They normally do come out in one go.
Look at this detail here.
Pop that just there. And then you can see the detail, look. I'm just going to see if I've got one.
It casts a shadow over some of the design as well. That is beautiful. Look at that. I'll just pick the smallest one.
Find one that hasn't been through the machine.
Yeah,
I've got one that hasn't been coloured through the machine.
Okay.
So you can see the difference. There we go.
Oh, right. So that's just stamped and cut?
Yeah, but it's totally flat, look.
Yeah, what a difference. What a difference.
See?
It's the ripples
Easy
of texture.
and quick. And that's what Heartfelt Creations is all about, making our crafting simple, easy.
And
so
great results.
you know, it's great if you want to sell your cards because you're not spending hours and hours on those flowers.
Do you know if I show this one again quickly, Nikki? Because that is absolutely divine. I mean, yes, the colours are beautiful. It's a wonderful combination with the gold embossing powder, but
look.
I know, right? So that's all been shaped with the mould.
With the mould.
Now you can see there the ripples, that detail. That's what makes it so eye-catching. That's gorgeous.
That's where you're saving time because normally I would go and I'd take my.
But you're bound to use it
here, and I have got. So I had a little tiny. Oh, there it is.
By the way, if you like this foam paper, This is very clever stuff, actually. It's £11.99, 20 sheets, 675 424. Don't get this confused with your funky foam style foams. This is quite thinner, actually. It looks like. It
is a lot thinner. I think that's only 1 mil.
Oh, really?
And you can create. This isn't quite finished, but you can create.
So that's the foam, the paper foam.
So I haven't got the centre finished, but you can see. And the thing is with it, you can squeeze it and you can really go in there and add detail. You can twist it. You can be quite
tough with it.
Yeah, quite ruthless with it. Yeah.
Savage.
Go on. If you're in one of those moods where somebody's irritated you, go in the craft room and create some foam flowers.
Oh, you're worried now. You've been quite rough with that.
So you can create a poppy from that foam. And basically what I was going to show you was, if I was going to do this by hand and I didn't have the flower shaping tool, each of my petal I would be going down and adding that detail with my flower shaping tool. Okay? But it's going to take me quite some time.
Yeah.
Okay? But you're still going to use your flower shaping tool.
You can still add your own little bits on top if you want.
Of course, because what I'm going to do now is I'm using my flower shaping tool to now create a little bit more dimension to my poppy. Okay? So this is where you this is where your artistic flair is going to come in. And if you've never ever made flowers before, I think the poppy is a great starting point because you are going to be able to create gorgeous poppies. And you can just add as many layers as you like. I'm going to even use that one. We're going to really go for this one. So I'm using my glue gun that isn't plugged in, and so it must be turned off.
Shall I give you some power?
So, thank you.
I shall give you some power, Nikki.
I'll use my PVA glue here.
There we are, you're switched on.
Thank you. And as I say, lots and lots of different ways that you can create your poppies. You can make ones that have got so many different layers in. I'm going to pop another layer there. I'm really going to go for this one. And you can finish that off. So normally I do use my glue gun because it's a little bit quicker to go off. And then I'm just going to bring all those petals up like that. Just twist that again because it's moved. Okay, just bring that up. And then just to finish that off and make it look a little bit more realistic, even though it does anyway, I'm just going to pop a little hole in the centre with my knife. Okay. Just pop a hole. And I'm just going to take a few...
Just all the detail that goes into these, because they are going to be pops when you take out the envelope or the box as well, the recipient. Wow, imagine this look.
Yeah, and everything's been handmade. So just add, you know, just to finish it off, you can use pearls, you can use little prills, which I tend to use as well. But with this one...
Maybe some glossy accents, just some little drops for raindrops.
Just add some little glittery stamens in there, like that. And then I'm just going to pop one green one in the centre. Look. And I've, from paper, using my stamp, using my die, I have now created a three-dimensional, and you can cut the back off if you like. 3x, look at that.
That's beautiful.
I'm even amazed when I look at it on the screen myself.
Even though you've done this before, that is just beautiful.
But so easy and so quick. How long did that take?
I know.
Minutes.
Minutes. But imagine like little table centerpieces for weddings. That's going to be beautiful. By the way, we are actually approaching limited stock. Now, that is for the paper pad, the dies and the stamps. £21.99, that's all you pay today. That's your first flexible payment of £2. That's £679,182. But look, that's beautiful. So we've used a bit of everything there, really, haven't we?
We've used the stamps, the dies. I've used the daubers that we've got on the show.
Yes.
Coloured those flowers in. I've used my flower shaping mould. I've used my flower shaping deluxe kit.
Yeah, I think that's impressive.
And we haven't finished the card, have we?
Oh, God, no, we haven't, no.
We haven't. Let's not forget the card. So, just to finish this off...
There's so much to show you at home.
I've
we get sidetracked.
That's not... I don't think that's glue gun still coming on. I've got some leaves, and these are from the Daisy collection, which we brought out with the Peacock Paisley collection. So, you can, as I say, this is what I love about Heartfelt. You are going to use other items that you've brought in the past. I'm not sure if this is going to glue very well. So I'm going to pop that white poppy on there, because normally I glue them with It's not going to stick. Come on. Oh, yes, look, we've got a bit of glue there. Oh, gosh. Hopefully that will stick now. Oh!
Oh, you're right. You got a string.
Right, that will stick.
That's not the first time or the last time that'll happen.
Go. Pop that there, and then I've got a couple of smaller...
Don't forget, if you just joined us, if you like the texture we've added to those flowers, it's all to do with this. It's the 3D floor basics. It's the shaping mould. Now then, nearly 60% of the stock's gone. So if you like it, 60%'s gone. So saving £4, or you're saving £5.80 for all you Freedom members out there. It's a wonderful thing. Basically, you take your die cuts. So if you've got a piece of card, you take one of your flower dies, you can add colour, you can stamp onto it, you put it into the mould, you press that down on top, and then you run it through your die cutter machine, and it presses in the most magnificent detail. It adds that texture. It can be quite realistic if you want it to be, who knows. But again, it's £16.19. If you do love your 3D flowers, add texture. For this price, for yours to keep, that's a good tool. That's going to be yours to keep. It's at 908310. That's fantastic.
There we go.
That's beautiful.
Look at that.
I think that's lovely.
Gorgeous. As I say, all those decorative dies work so beautifully, whether or not you're using papers or whether you're using maybe white on white or black and white or gold and white, you are going to be able to create gorgeous, gorgeous cards.
You really are. Well, do you know what? If you would like the papers of foods on the background there, we've used stamps. We've also used the dies. That's from a big bundle. Limited stock, though, so it's saving £8. It's for the big paper pad, the dies and stamps, 679182. Now, shall I do a quick recap, Nikki? Is that a good time?
I think we should.
Shall I do that? Yeah. I'll give you a moment to catch up, because I know you got lots more you want to show us. Don't forget, you can shop on the website, hochanda.com. This is the quickest way to order. We do stream in HD as well. You can buy through the website, of course you can. It's very simple to buy. We've got an app, actually, as well, called Hochanda Go. Download it for free for iPhone. We're currently developing one for Android. You can actually watch in HD on your phone. You can buy the items that you're seeing on that show through your phone on the app. It's called Hochanda Go. You can actually watch shows back and rewind up to 4 weeks, up to 14 days, I mean to say. So 2 weeks worth of shows you can watch back, again, all on your phone. It's fantastic. Well, again, this is normally a busy hour at 9 AM because it is the one-day special hour. Now, these are very, very popular. This is a big one-day special. We have quite a lot of stock of this, actually, I've got to say, but we are getting through it. Will we be here by the next show at 1 o'clock? Touch and go. I won't want to say anything. It's touch and go here. But here is everything you're getting. So you get 4 die sets. Now, yesterday, or earlier on in the one-day special promotional period, you were able to get these die sets as individuals. The only one available is this one, but it is limited stock. I mean, I've just been told, super limited stock. It's going to go any moment, I think. So if you like to go for this one, add it to your basket, check out your basket and get it delivered. But you gain all of these. But why are these so important? Well, have you spent money on cardstock, dies, sentiments? Do you spend a lot of time crafting? Well, it's worth framing. If it's your work, if it's something you're proud of, it deserves to be framed, and these frames are so usable. Let me try and give you an idea of all the ones that comes included. So, all of these frames on the side here, that's what you're getting. So, these ones right there, that's what you get included. This is part of the one-day special. So you're getting those two. That's actually 4 different dies. So you can make a rectangle. You can use that to make a smaller square. Make a larger square from the 2 sides if you wanted to. You've got that bit around the outside. All comes included. You've also got this die cut. Now, it's amazing how this can be so inspiring. So imagine this, if you want to stencil through, if you want to add some sky blue inks, it's going to be gorgeous. But how about going to the winter time? How about adding some Renaissance gold gilding wax? That's going to be absolutely beautiful. Antique style gold onto black card. That's going to be absolutely stunning. And then we go to something completely different in scale to this. This is all from the one-day special. This is all one big bundle. Now, I did just show you this card here, showcasing these dies. Use them in a different way. Configure them out in a different order, and that's where you go, oh, I've got one attached, you get that one as well. So there we go. It gives you an idea of all the ones that comes included. It could be for going around the edge of boxes. You could be cutting bits out just to do napkin rings, or who knows, scrapbook pages, use them as photo frames. That looks like lace, doesn't it? It really is impressive. So you've got lace borders in here, as you see right there. You've got floor designs, you've got an awful lot. So you are saving £21. Now again, stock-wise of this, we're a bit on edge. we're a bit on edge, okay? When we started this show, about 45 minutes ago, just under, we're 2/3 of the stock gone. And bear in mind, we've only had 2 hours worth. We had a show at 6 o'clock last night and at 8 o'clock, but we are now approaching 75% of the stock gone. Right, so nearly 3/4 have gone. We've got another hour, all being well, at 1 o'clock and then at 5 o'clock, but sometimes we don't have the one-day special. It sells out quite often at Hochanda before the promotional period ends, which is 6 o'clock. Even if it does last at 6 o'clock, you're going to be paying the full price, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the stock here. 3/4 have gone. It's 859,684. That's 859,684. I've shown you some ideas here. We've got more demonstrations with Nikki, but this is what you could be doing with your beautiful heartfelt creation frame dies. So there you go, with one day special, that is very urgent now, again, saving £21. It's a good saving. So then, Nikki, on time of the show, we've got about 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
What can we do?
I can show you how to create a foam.
Okay, a flower.
Poppy.
Okay, oh, foam poppy.
A foam poppy. And like I said, you can take all your aggression out on this foam because it is amazing. To colour, basically, there's lots of different techniques you can use. I also use the pastels as well. So I've got some oil pastels here, and I use a baby wipe, and then my baby wipe's quite dry.
Okay.
So, and then
like a little blending tool. That's a good idea.
And just blend that in. You get a really, really beautiful, beautiful.
Are these
finish.
wax pastels? Are they oil-based?
Yeah, they're like oil-based. Okay.
Okay.
But also, do you know, I reckon you could use, look, you could use your daubers.
John, we're approaching 2/3 of the shaping moulds now gone. Details bottom of the screen there. Is saving more money if you're a Freedom member, otherwise £17.99. Good price. You're absolutely, you wouldn't believe the amount of stock that we have got through this hour. You're loving that mould, 908310, and that's why the phone lines are so busy, also because of that ever so popular one-day special. So do shop online if you can do, it's the quickest way.
Right, and then for the centre, because obviously the poppy's quite dark in the centre if you're doing a red one, I'm just added a little bit of black, and then there's lots of different ways you can do this. So you can use a heat gun, you can use heat on it. You don't have to use heat on it. It's completely up to you. There's lots and lots of techniques on the World Wide Web. So just take a look. So basically, if you're not going to use heat, you can give it a squeeze. You can really, and this is where you're going to get that, you know, like the texture. Okay. There you go. Look how easy, and that's going to stay there.
So it retains that shape.
It retains
you're just rubbing it, you're manipulating it.
And then another one.
It does feel like petals on a flower. It's really extraordinary.
I think it's so realistic, and the weight of it is just so light. So just keep, and as I say, spend a little bit more time than what I'm doing, and you can create so many different flowers. Right, now, a lot of people have asked, can you use it in the flower shaping mould? Now, I have had a little practice. As I say, I can't say that I'm an expert at flower shaping with the foam. I'm going to completely admit that. However,
what about the mould?
If you're going to use your mould, now I'm doing this live on air and I've only done this once at home. You're not going to pop it through your machine like you do, but what you're going to do is you're going to...
Oh right, so with your fingers.
Push. You could even use. I haven't got a large tip on. Oh, yes, I have. You could even use, and it takes a little bit of work, but you can get that. And I'm actually, because my ink's not dry, but you can get a really nice effect using.
Oh, I see.
And you're probably going to see it on the underside.
So even if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can get. You're still shaping it, not only adding the detail in.
but if you can, I don't know whether you can see on air. There we go. That's probably the best one. You can see it, but it just takes a little bit of work.
Yeah.
Okay. Just use it and just rub and shape, and you can see it. It is there.
It is there.
But it takes a little bit longer.
And
so
you can always run it through your machine if you wanted to.
But just have a play. If you're going to run it through your machine, I would probably say put 5 or 6 layers of flowers. It's going to give it
really pressing it in.
Really pressing it. But as I say, I'm just using my fingers, and then I'll show you another way, and just create those beautiful. I mean, these are kind of like, if you look at that one there, if you put a different inner in there, that's like a kind of rose, you know, like a dog rose.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then basically if you want to use your heat gun or an iron, you kind of get similar kind of effect with an iron, and candle as well.
Yeah, all right.
You have a candle on.
So obviously be careful around an open flame.
And then you kind of hold your foam just over the candle, blow the candle out, and as that heat's coming up, you're going to kind of get that same effect.
So we don't put it anywhere near the flame, of course.
No. And you're getting a very, very similar effect. And then, as I say, if you just want to add a little bit more...
with the heat tool, it works beautiful with that.
And it does actually shape a lot better using the heat tool. But if you haven't got a heat tool, you've never done this kind of crafting before, I'm going to put that one down there. Oops. Just going to have to grab, because I find the best way to glue these is with a glue gun.
So you can feel it's very pliable, this foam, isn't it? It is. It does look like about a mil thick, 1 millimetre thick. It really does, actually. That is very, very fine.
That on there.
So it's nice and easy to die cut.
And you know, we're going to use...
And things like, if you've got your Tim Holtz distressing, or your oxides,
yeah,
do they look good on these?
Yeah, just use different kind of inks.
Oxides, imagine that for vibrancy. Oh, oh, it's going to be nice.
Right, could you do me a big, big favour?
Yes, gladly. What would you like?
Last month on the...
Oh, we've got that giveaway.
Blossoms, I did a giveaway, and I had it on Facebook, and I said I would pick a name...
Well remembered.
...out of...
What we're giving away?
It's not a hat. It's basically the mini album.
Oh, so I'm going to pick a name out of this.
So they're going to win that mini album. So this is the one that I made.
Let's have a look at the prize.
There
we go.
The show.
There we go. So we're giving this one away.
That's going to go to one of the amazing crafters out there.
Okay, right. Let me put this down carefully.
And the names are in that beautiful poppy box made by one of the design team.
Oh, I like this.
And they're all in there.
Would you like to do the honours?
Well, I was going to let you do it, actually.
Oh, God, can I?
There you go, yeah. You can't look because they're kind of... But look, there's everyone's name in there that's commented.
Do you know what? We actually have... We're getting something ready now. Are you ready for the suspense?
Okay, go on.
Are you ready for this?
Go on.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. Here's the winner.
It's a long drum roll, that, wasn't it? Woo! Oh, I've aged whilst that was playing. Right, we have a winner. This is Penelope Jensen.
Well done,
Penelope Jensen, congratulations to you. This will be delivered to your door. We will be in touch.
Just private message me with your address, and the mini album will be...
So Penelope, private message you.
Yeah.
And this will be, they'll work it out. Penelope Jensen, thank you very much. Congratulations too.
Right,
there were a lot of names in there.
There's over 200 names in there.
Really? So, do you know what? Oh,
I was busy writing them all down last night.
That was good fun. You got a drum roll as well, Penelope. How about that? There you go. Thanks very much to everyone who entered.
And you know, I'm going to add a few little... Do you know... What I love about this mat is it comes in so useful because it's going to hold my flower in shape. And then I'm just going to pop a few stamens in the middle. You can add glitter on this as well.
Well, it's about 3 minutes.
The glitter looks amazing. Just you know, don't be scared of it until you're happy with your shape. Look at that, look.
Oh, look.
Isn't that gorgeous? And you could add glitter. You could use powdered glitter, but just to show you how pretty this is going to look.
Okay. Oh.
Throwing it away, I'm getting so excited. just doing...
Drops. Oh, lovely. I love the way it comes in white, this foam, actually, because
you can colour it as, you know...
And it's a proper white as well, so it's a nice foundation to build on.
Just have a play. What I find is if you're using chalk inks or water-based inks, the colour does tend to come out a lot paler than it would.
Right, OK. It's going to soak in, isn't it, to a degree? That's going to be fun. I'll have to play around with it. So 20 sheets, £11.99. Imagine how much you can just get from one little corner.
Yeah.
And then you've got 20 sheets, they're A4.
If you've got
Are they A4? Slightly smaller, I think, than A4.
You've got the, and I can't find it, the poppy stamp. It's there somewhere.
Poppy stamp, we've got it here?
Yeah, so if you was to use your poppy stamp...
Yes.
...and cut that out of there, and what I like about it is if you're going to put it through your die cutting machine, you can put about 6, 7, 8 layers
of
your foam all the way through your die cutting machine. How easy and quick.
It's cut down, isn't it? Well, there we go. That's what you can get. £73, £11.99. It's at 675,424. That is beautiful. Shall I have one more look at this? Just quick. Now you finished it. That is beautiful. Because we want to see the finished item. So there we go. That is beautiful. Look at that. Well, there we go. If you would also like to get this one-day special as well, we're going to go back to that now, saving £21, 859,684. Let's see what you can be doing with this fantastic deal. Well, there we go. We're coming towards the end of the 9 o'clock hour with the one-day special. A lot of stock's gone. It's a £21 saving too. But let's see. It's already good value, but let's see what we're actually getting here. Why has this been such a big success?
So we're getting 26 individual dies.
Right.
4 sets, including your intricate swirl frame.
Right.
Which you're getting 4 designs.
OK, should we hold this up, actually?
That's it. Hold that up, and that's what you're getting.
So that's what's possible from that one set alone. These are quite good to see, actually.
And then I love these ones. They're your basics. You're going to use them on all your cards to create beautiful, beautiful cards. Then you've got your basic rectangles, but they're not basic because obviously you've got that pretty eyelet. Frames, love that one.
And you've got all these.
That's one of my favourites as well.
These.
And we are going to show you on the next show how beautifully these cut out.
They cut beautifully, Joe. We'll see you at 1 o'clock. All being well with stock. We're flying through stock. About 75% is gone. Saving £21. It's your one-day special. Thanks, Nikki. Thanks to you. See you after this.
Bye.
So we've got journaling with Sizzix after the break with Katie and Haley. Then we've got Sewn Mind Box. I like it. We've got In the Mix with Indigo Blue. In the Mix sounds like doing a DJ set. Anyway, we'll see you live here at Hochanda after this.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Dawn Bibby. I have been crafting now on television for over 25 years. I love crafting. Paper crafting is one of my greatest loves, although my background is textiles and fashion. I love to bring you the very best products and inspire you with what I do, hopefully that you'll be crafting at home. Joining forces with Craft Buddy has opened up a whole warehouse and a wealth of products that are fantastic. So I use the knowledge that I have to get the very best products for you by working with Craft Buddy to source new products, to design new products, and also walk around their fabulous warehouse putting together kits that are really going to help you with your crafting. Make sure you don't miss myself and the Craft Buddy shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Joe from the Mill Shop Online. Welcome to the Mill Shop Online. As you can see, we're a lot of fabric here. We're very passionate about our fabrics. We're one of the largest online sellers in the UK of fabrics for upholstery, soft furnishings, and now the lovely craft market. Coming up in the future with Hochanda, the Mill Shop Online are going to bring lots more collections of beautiful fabrics, all inspired for you crafters, for your upholsterers, soft furnishings, everything for every project. All our designs for Hochanda, all our crafting elements, always very unique and very exclusive for Hochanda. Whether you're starting out with fabric or an experienced sewer, we love to bring projects that every ability can really have a go at. So don't miss the Mill Shop Online shows on Hochanda.
Katie,
I know, I've been hiding in the cupboard for a few months.
Where have you been? You're looking very well.
Yeah.
This is a little seaside town,
I
though,
know.
isn't it? That's what happens.
Sun's out.
Now, needless to say, you know why we're here. We're here because we've got a fabulous hour dedicated to scissors. So I'm really looking forward to this because it's been such a long time since I've worked with you yourself, Katie. But you reckon it's February since you were last
February
here?
I was last in.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
I've been working. I have been around. I've just been hiding and working.
Well, I know you have because I keep an eye on your Facebook page because all sorts of wonderful things.
Still
Like
here.
launches of brand new dyes and exciting things that are going on. And of course, that's why we're here. Now, anybody that's tuned in and I've not come across you before, Katie, very quickly, how did you get involved with scissors?
So,
and how did you be here?
I've been working in the industry for about 6-7 years now.
Okay.
I started working with Sizzix on a freelance basis for quite a few years. I was doing lots of work for them, and then nearly 2 years ago, I became a creative designer for them. And the rest is history, really.
Lovely. And there you go. So that's how she came to be on board. Now, I have to say, what have you brought with? Talking about on board, you can see here.
Clever. So we've
prep.
got lots of new Chapter 2 launches today. We've launched. We work in chapters. We do 4 chapters a year, so we're now on the 2nd chapter of the year. So very summer themed. We're going nautical, we're going summer, floral, that type of thing.
Lovely.
So this is the ship in the bottle.
Oh, I like this idea. Look at that.
Really clever little idea. Something slightly different, because obviously nautical is one of those things that is always in. It's not a suddenly on trend thing. Nautical is always in home decor and things. So these are really cute. So you get the little boat there that'll actually fit into the bottle.
I like that.
I think these are really good for Father's Day is obviously coming up, and men's cards these are really good for. Equally, they're really good for what we're looking at today is kind of scrapbooking. Scrapbooking?
I love a
still
bit
can't
of
speak.
scrapbooking.
Yeah, I've come back, but I still can't speak. Scrapbooking and journaling. So really good for that. If you've got seaside themed pictures, you know, beach photographs, these are perfect.
That's a good size bottle that you've got there.
It is.
I do like that idea.
Could fit a lot of gin in that one.
I couldn't possibly comment. Rhubarb is delicious.
Yes.
And now, of course, we've got lots for you to check out. So if you do want to jump ahead on the website, by all means, you can do. But have a look at some of the things that have been created using these. And I love these. A little bit of mirror card in there.
Yeah, so just the mirror card. They're really good for just adding kind of extra embellishments to things. You know, they just add that little detail. These here, actually, these were papers that we've got on our website that you can download at the moment. So we've done papers that will go with them. So they're all download. But they just work really well. The little, you know, you've got the little, is it a wheel? What do you call a ship's wheel? Is there a word for it?
Ship's wheel,
yeah. It always seems to be, should be something else.
Steering wheel.
And then you've got the kind of little anchor that goes with it there.
Oh, look at that. And like you say, I mean, so on trend. Love the fact that Sizzix has kind of thought ahead and done the downloads with the papers, because you might not have something readily available to start with.
Sometimes you get the dies, you think, I want to work immediately with this, but I haven't got any papers that go with it. So you've got the downloads, and also you get the sentiments and things, so it's really good to work with them.
Got my vote. Love that idea. Oh,
yeah, and then again, scrapbooking. So, you know, just adding these little elements to it, it just gives it that finishing touch.
Isn't that fabulous? Love it. And then again, you can see them sparkly little anchors featuring there as well. Love it. Gorgeous. Fancy getting hold of this then? 7 dies. Brilliant value for money at £11.99. 251304 being your item number. And of course, as I said, £11.99 your price. You'll be seeing lots of different things going on. We did touch just a few moments ago with the journal. You saw that journal with the decoration on there just here. We've got the details of one of the dies down at the bottom of the screen. You can jump onto the website. We have seen them before, but you might have missed out on them previously, and we will see them in action a little bit later on. Now, next one, talking about summertime, that's exactly what we've got with this one.
Yeah, this is a really good fun die set. You get lots of different elements in this, and they're all linked to summer. I think this is amazing for like scrapbooking and things, just for adding those little embellishments to it. You know, really good for your card making, your journaling, your planners, that type of thing. But lots of different ways you can add these to different projects, but really bright and fun.
I love the M5 die, which is the one with the car and the caravan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
because that's all I've ever seen.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I love it. But so many people, that's a hobby, caravanning, obviously, then all your different elements there. Turn that around as well so you can see 17 dies in total in this set. Look at this. This is an abundance of dies. Wow. Look at all those. Katie, there's loads
it's lots there, isn't there? You can, I say, you can mix and match them. Even like if you're doing a card, you've just got to put the little plant on one.
Love the flip-flops. The hexagon, what's the hexagon there? It's got like a little
The hexagon is like
it.
a clip. It's almost like a little paper clip.
Nice idea. Now you can see here on this little journal at the front here where they are being used as well. So there's lots of different elements in there that you can be able to use. Some of them have got embossed detail, I noticed with that too as well, Kate. You can see there with a little caravan there.
Yeah, it's really good fun. Yeah, the door kind of cuts, so the door can actually open.
Oh, I love that idea. Oh gosh, you're going to have so much fun with these. Fancy getting hold of these 17 dies there for £11.99. And of course, if you want to use it with your scrapbooking, you can do too. 071 584, being your ISO number. Pop it into your basket, perhaps alongside that original die that we saw just a few moments ago. Oh, the journal, here we go. This is the journal die now. This is a big die. It's an XL die, so you're going to need to be able to use this with those larger plates. So if you fancy getting hold of this one, 086931, £27.99. We don't have huge stocks of these, but we do have them available. So if you do like the look of these, you need to get in nice and early. You might have them previously, and if you do, then brilliant. Yeah, don't forget the embellishments that we've got in this show. We're going to help you decorate those dies if you've already got them. We've also got the book and the passport too as well, so let's show you this particular one. So this is your book passport, £27.99, perfect for those mini albums. 009752. Equally so, not huge quantities of these. It's all about those brand new releases during this hour, but if you do want to get hold of them, do jump onto the website and you can see them on there too. And then the album as well. This is kind of the third in that series that we've just been chatting about there. This one, you've got a scalloped edge to it, £27.99. 467344 if you want to get hold of those. Get them in your baskets. More importantly, get them checked out, because we've not got big quantities of them. When you start seeing what you can do with them, they are going to suddenly start flying out. Now, what have we got up with this particular
So this is waves. This is called a wave style. This works really well with the ship in a bottle, because it gives it that seaside theme. So basically, this works in a slightly different way. You take away the die cuts and you're left with a negative.
I see.
And that's what gives you a really good background die. You know, you could use it as a stencil if you wanted to, or a mask, and you could ink through it. But really, it's just lovely die set, but it works so well with that ship in the bottle.
Look to it.
Yes.
Nice clean cut look. And of course you can see the little card just to the side there that has been decorated using that. So I'm guessing you can cut it into as large a panel as your die cutting machine
literally you can cut it into any size panel. You could even overlap it off the edge. If you had loads of patience, you could turn them into rainbows.
Oh, that's
you could re-stick all the colours back in.
Oh, a lot of paper piecing going on there. I do like that idea. That's nice in the frame there with the little photo.
It's lovely, isn't it? It would look really plain without that. It just adds that detail to the background.
Just fancy getting hold of yours. Of course, you could turn them upside down. There'd be a whole load of smiles. Lots of smiles there. At 469036, £9.99. Very affordable, I have to say. So, yeah, do pop that one in your basket too as well. Now, of course, you spoke about florals as well for summers, and this is a pretty one.
So this is really pretty. This is lovely, I think, for weddings. If you've got weddings coming up, you know, female birthdays, female occasions, so pretty. And again, there's so many different elements to this that you can mix and match, use with the other dies. The frame, I love, the little frame that you get in there.
Okay. Now, this particular set here, now, let's have a little look. Is this the right one that we've got with the floral banner? It is, yeah. There's all sorts in there, including a little floral banner. 27 dies in total. Freedom members, you've got a discounted price. This is a brilliant value for money die set. £13.49. I will turn that round for you in just a few moments, but you've got a 10% saving as a Freedom member there. And as I've mentioned before, look at all of these dies. Loads and loads and loads. 27 dies for £14.99, or even less if you're a Freedom member. 238426. And again, so much decoration. I mean, the cards around this particular die, absolutely beautiful. These little ones that we've got down the front here, I do like that idea. The little tiny elements on there.
Yeah, they're lovely for just build up. You know, you can build them. You can use them as single flowers. Equally, you can build them up into a whole bouquet of flowers that really looks striking.
That's nice, isn't it? The little gift bag that we've got as well. This is pretty. Little butterfly featuring on this one too as well. Loads and loads. They're just those little bits. When you've got a gap But you don't know what
I know.
to put
Sometimes
there.
you just need to fill. Just a little something to fill.
Oh, look with the little bird and everything on there. Absolutely adorable. 238426. And again, Freedom members, discounted price £13.49 if you fancy going for those. Lots of content in there. Nice little kit. Do like that one. Now, of course, when you are decorating and you've got all those little elements, by kind of making them a little larger, you can actually put them onto tags.
Yes. This die set, I absolutely love this die set. Again, tags are one of those things, they're kind of like an essential. You use them with so many things, not only as actual physical tags, but to put them onto cards, on scrapbook pages. Some of these are really pretty because they've got a stitched effect around the edge. So it really adds the detail to them. Lots of different sizes there, lots of different shapes. You can layer them up if you want to. But I just think these work so well as that like extra embellishment on a project.
Perfect size as well if you're wanting to put your stamps on and things like that as well.
Really good for stamped sentiments. You know, when you want to put proper sentiment onto a card.
So you can see again, really good size. That large tag is a really good size, isn't it? You could almost fold the bottom of that over and make it into like a little pocket.
Yes, you could.
Yeah. Ooh, lots of ideas for that particular one. Now, if you want to go for this particular set, just £12.99, 065710, 9 dies in that particular set. So, yeah, again, brilliant value for money. Now, we've got a collection of 3 dies in this particular set, and this is very nice. Look at this. We've got dies and stamps
So
together.
this is a die and stamp set. So we've got 3 sets in total here. We've got the cupcake set, the baby carriage, and then the cupcake. So really good again. What did I say then? Did I say the bicycle?
Bicycle, baby carriage, I think you might have said cupcake twice.
I might have done.
I'd say
I know I definitely didn't say bicycle because until I saw the bicycle, I know I didn't say it.
If you're going to say a word twice, make it a cupcake.
Or each or something twice. Yeah, so you get your stamps and then you get the dies to cut around the stamps. So they're really kind of fun to use. Equally, you can use the stamps on their own. So if you don't want to actually have a die cut. But really good, again, lovely summer-themed, kind of fun, bright,
very cute
designs.
Do like those. And again, the simplicity of those stamps, but of course then you can add your colour if you want to, get your pencils involved.
Exactly,
yeah. Loads of fun. It's 648 if you're wanting to get, sorry, 648050. Let's have a little look at what we've got here. Oh, that's
cute. On the passport journal. This is the passport journal that we've got on the show.
We're going to bring the details up for that stamp at the bottom of your screen. That is fabulous.
It's really cute, isn't it?
Album.
You know, if you wanted to make like a baby keepsake album. Yeah, I haven't filled them, I've got to admit. But it just shows you how beautiful they are, because the journals, they cut chipboard. So what you can do, instead of cutting it all separately, stick your pattern paper on both sides of the chipboard and it'll die cut all through at once. So you don't have to worry about lining it up.
Nice idea. And have a look at this. You could be making a little photo album with a matching card to work alongside it. Very cute idea. And I do like that. Your little stamp feature in there too as well. What else have we got? Oh, look at that. Cupcakes, of course. You can decorate them with whatever colour icing that you want to, really, couldn't it? That could be a lime flavoured icing, like the little cherry. Heart-shaped cherry as well, that's cute. Fancy getting hold of this set? 648050, £17.98. You'll find these die sets with the stamps all on the website alongside everything else. And don't forget, if you do want to go for those larger dies that we will see in action, then you do need to get in nice and early. We've not got lots of them. I think I've mentioned it before, and I'll probably mention it again, because I don't want you to miss out on them. That's the key thing. So if you do want them, then do add them into your basket. And don't forget, check out some of those reviews there. You can see 5-star reviews on those dies. £27.99. And I will have a chat with Katie about what we need to know about these larger dies as well, because it might be the first time that you've experienced these large dies, so you need to make sure you've got everything that you need. Of course, demonstrations here at Hochanda are very key, and that's what we're going to see in a moment. So, yeah, talking about these large dies very quickly, Katie.
So I'm going to be using the journal, actually, so it's a really good way for me to show you. Okay. So as I say, it's a big die. Now, a big die means that it's got a steel rule blade inside, which is what allows you to cut through all these different materials. So when I say, you know, chipboard fabric, felt, leather, denim, anything like that, anything you can cut with a sharp pair of scissors, you can cut using these dies. Obviously, the journal, you're going to need something solid to make it, if you like, so it's going to have to be chipboard, but you can attach the chipboard to the other materials and then die cut it. So you get the actual journal die here.
Really good. I've lifted that up.
Yeah.
You can see the
so you can see on this side here, you've got the lines there. They all score. They don't cut, they score. So when you fold it, you get this perfect fold.
Can you use it for the cover as well as the pages?
This is for the cover.
Right,
this cuts the cover.
Just one for the cover.
On the journal die, it's the cover, and then you make your own pages. So you just cut your pages down. Basically, it's like a TN size. So you can either buy notebooks and cut them down to pop them in, or you can make your own.
Perfect, there you go. Fancy getting hold of this die, then please do so. What die cutting machine do we need to get hold of this
So, you
one?
can use these with your Plus. Obviously,
Okay.
the Plus has got larger plates, so it'll fit through that without you doing anything to it. If you're using the standard Big Shot, the fold away, anything like that, you're going to need the extendable plates.
But you can use it on a smaller machine.
You can use it on the smaller machine. The width is exactly the same.
Okay.
But you're going to need the extendable plates to cut the whole die at once.
Lovely. We've got the details up on the screen. If you do want to get that journal, over 20% of stock has gone. 086931. I did try to warn you. So if you do want that one, really affordable price, do get it into your basket. Don't forget, what are we outside of our... No, we're still in May, aren't we? So you might still have your £10 credit ready to use. Don't forget when you over the bank holiday weekend. So if you've got £40 worth of more or in your...
Start again.
Rewind. If you've got £40 more worth or more of goods in your basket and you've not used that £10 credit yet, you might find that £10 has come off at your basket. If you've already used it, then sadly you can only use it the once, but it's also worth considering because you could be saving £10.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
So, what I was saying earlier, the chipboard. So, I've actually got the chipboard here. I've stuck cardstock, and this is our new Sizzix cardstock. I think we have got this on the show, actually.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
So, stuck it on both sides already, and I've did this before because I wanted the glue to dry, because obviously it squelches out the sides when you die cut
wet
it.
glue.
I've just used a wet glue. You can use, you know, like adhesive, the double-sided sheets kind of thing.
Okay.
Now, the piece that you want to be the front of your cover, you need to put face down on the die.
Okay.
So I want the blues to be the front cover, and so I'm going to place that down facing the die.
Okay.
Because it's going to score into it as well,
And, of course,
you need
your
those score
spine
lines.
needs to be on the right.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Now, if you want to get hold of the cardstock, we have got the details at the bottom of the screen. 20 sheets there, 216 GSM. You've got 80 sheets in there as well. 22 different colours, a good combination.
Yeah,
there.
we've made cardstock because so many people say to me, what cardstock do you use? And we use, you know, we've got a very Sizzix palette, I think.
Yeah.
There's certain colours that we use.
Are they A4 sheets, though?
They're A4 sheets. So we've put, actually, I've got a pack here, look.
Oh, have you? Oh, that's
There you go. You can open it if you want.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to anyway.
Yeah. So they're lovely, kind of lovely colour palette there. They all coordinate, and they're lovely textures as well.
Oh, look at all those different colours featuring down the front there. That is incredible. Now, have a little look. So you've got your palette on there. This is brilliant. But then, of course, in here you've got everything. 80 sheets in total. Really good weight. 216 at GSM. Talking of weight, it is a weighty bundle.
And they're lovely. They're textured as well. So all of the projects that you see that I've used this cardstock with.
It reminds me of some scrapbooking paper that I used to use years ago.
Yes.
That's got like a linen effect on there. Beautiful. I love the way that you've got the shades on here as well. Isn't that gorgeous?
It makes life very easy because all of those colours coordinate. So if you've got that, you know that pretty much they all go together.
And have you noticed the springiness of this? That shows the quality of a good cardstock. It's literally springing through those different pages right the way through. If you fancy getting hold of these, details are on your screen.
Do love a nice bit of cardstock.
I should have drawn a little walking man in the corner there.
Yeah. So, we've cut our journal. So we've got the back and the front. Basically, they're the same. You just die cut two of them.
Okay.
And then, in a minute, we're going to attach those together. But what I'll do is I'll do all the die cutting first.
Yeah, sounds good.
Then we'll have a look. So, obviously, that was using a big die, so I've removed my base plates and all my platforms for that.
Of course, yeah. And, of course, if you do, if you're in the market for a die cutting machine, we have actually got the Big Shot Plus on the show too. So, yeah, you can add that one into your basket too as well. It's flexi-buy as well, which means it's nice and easy for you to get hold of. We've got a brilliant saving for you, as you can see, a £30 saving. £169.99. You've got a starter kit with this one as well. Katie might be able to talk us through what's in there a little bit later on, but if you want the details, there you go, they're on your screen, 423885.
So I'm going to use the waves. Obviously, I've left some cardstock in this when I used it last, like usual. Nothing changes. I haven't come back any different. I haven't suddenly come back more organised or anything. It's just worth getting those out because obviously it's quite an intricate die, and if you have lots of cardstock compacted in there. So I'm going to pop this on this panel, so we'll just cut it so that kind of the waves then are cut from the panel.
There you go.
Pop this one through. There we go. So we're just carefully going to remove this.
We've got lots of intricate detail there as well, so yeah, like I say, just take your time.
Just go around there we go. So we'll pop these.
Wonderful. Just while Katie's doing that, shall we show you what you're actually getting in that starter set with that machine? Because it's on the website. It's on the website with brilliant reviews there, as you can see there. £169.99. You've got 3 flexi-buy instalments. It's £56.66. Not only are you getting your die cutting machine with all of the platforms, you are going to get that fabulous little box die that you can see there. Lots of embellishments to get you started. And it's all about lifestyle, so it's all about fabrics and papers, all coordinating together beautifully. So you literally have everything that you need to get started the moment it arrives. Really good value for money. I do urge you to consider that. And of course, it's one of the only die cutting machines that is out there that will accommodate these thicker dies.
It takes the bigger, the big dies, obviously. Obviously, then the plus as well. You know, you can use the big XL dies, and you haven't got to worry about extra plates or anything.
It's not the only die cutting machine, but obviously Sizzix dies, Sizzix machine. That's what's always recommended.
That's right. So I'm just getting these last little bits out.
Wonderful. The die that Katie's using as well is one of the brand new ones that we're bringing to you today. It's called the Waves die. £9.99. Very affordable again, 469036. And it's one of those ones you probably noticed already. It doesn't actually cut the outside parameter, so you can use it on as large or a small piece of cardstock as you wanted to. Obviously, you wouldn't tend to go smaller than the die itself, but you could do if you wanted to.
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that. Now, just before I actually tell you the details of this, well, the details look on the screen, aren't they? Do you remember that passport die that we told you about just a few moments ago? I will find it because I've got it just under my arm here, so I can show it to you. But that one, Katie, here's your cardstock.
Oh, lovely,
I'll
thank
walk
you.
off with it if you don't have it back. You know what I'm like. So which one are we looking for? The passport one, that's that one, isn't it? That is the smaller book that we touched on a few moments ago. Half the stock has gone of this one. So if you want in this one, details are on your screen there. See all the different panels that are cut, and of course it is all on that one die. Don't forget you are going to need your Sizzix Biggs machine. Try again. If you've got the XL, then you're fine. And
yeah,
if
this
you've got
one
actually,
this one, if you've only got the smaller plates, you can actually cut this one because it's smaller. It comes in separate pieces. The journal's much larger, so you need the extended plates. Obviously, it's easier to use the extended plates with this, but if you get it and you think, I really want to use it immediately, because the journal's smaller, you can cut it in separate elements, so you can just move your plates.
That's a good tip, actually.
Yeah.
Good tip. There you go. Fancy getting hold of that one? You're going to have to be quick.
So we're just cutting the little elements from the ship in a bottle. I love this little globe in it, actually. I think that's really cute.
Perfect for scrapbooks, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one? Anything to do with travel.
So I'll pop that one off there. Have I just cut a piece off? Yes, I have. Oh, I'm going to trim that anyway. It's all right. I've got the little anchor here. So I'm cutting it from glitter cards. So I'm just...
And these are fine dies, little
they
dies,
are.
but they're cutting through really well. Don't forget as well, if you want your Sizzix tools as well, we have got those available for you as well. So nice set with all the different little implements that Katie's using.
So just...
And we've got the details up on the screen if you do want to go for that. £25.99, and you've got sculpting tools in there as well, which will allow you to kind of, I guess, create your flowers and things.
They're really good. Do you know, I use this so much for creating your flowers and adding shape to the flowers and the leaves. So handy. There we go.
There's your toolkit. You can see there you've got your shaping mat there too as well. Reverse tweeze is always brilliant to use when you've got something that's tiny and intricate that you're working with. Variety of different ball tools, as you can see there, and of course those fabulous scissors too as well. And does it all come in a case?
So it comes in like a little... there's mine, that's like a kind of clear case that you can keep them all in.
Oh, it's that little mat there.
Yeah, so the little mat is for the leaves. So if you're using the kind of scoring tool for the leaves, you pop them on the green mat because the black one's too soft to get the actual score lines.
Nice way of keeping it all stored though, isn't it? Popping
It's really handy, yeah.
There you go. £25.99, 432-796. Pop that there. Now I'm going to pop that over there. Excuse me leaning across, Kate. Can I show everybody what you've been
they're down there.
They're down here, yeah. Oh, look. Look at the detail.
Just going to cut that one out of blue as well.
Now you have got these fabulous set. You've got your little globe feature in there too as well. The little anchor as well. I think these would be lovely if you to cut multiple layers of these and kind of swap them over. So maybe have like a rope coloured fabric, not fabric, or card going over it. Of course, don't forget, if you've gone for that pack that we've been talking about with all the cardstock in there, you could multi-layer these two quite easily. Details on the screen. You've got 7 dies included in that one. I'm going to bring the die in, actually, because I've just got it close to hand. So not only the ship in the bottle that is kind of the key behind this, but all the elements that are going to fit neatly inside and coordinate with it as well, as you can see there. That's fabulous. Do like that one. Thanks for getting this one. 251304. There you go. Lovely.
Perfect.
Got everything we need now?
So we've got everything we need. So I'm just going to fold this here. So this is the journal. So you just fold the first score line. You don't need to fold any more. And we'll just pop these little holes out here. So what you were to do eventually, once you finish, and I'm not going to do it today, but you thread your elastic through here, and this is what keeps it all together.
Has it got all the instructions on there, or you jump
Yes, the instructions for the elastic are on the back of the pack, actually, which are really handy, because it's one of those things you have to stop and think about. You think, oh, which way do I thread this? Just make sure they're all out.
You're kind of making keepsake projects with
You
these,
are.
aren't they? Going to last years
Absolutely.
and years.
And I know these are really popular with mixed media artists as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to use some double-sided tape, and then I'm going to use some wet glue as well.
Okay.
And that'll keep it nice and...
Planners are so popular as
aren't
well.
they?
When you go out any stationery department of any store, there's hundreds and hundreds of different styles
I
of
love
planners,
stationery.
shapes and sizes.
I absolutely just love stationery. I could just buy it for... Don't use it, but I buy it. So let's just give that a trim.
Recipe books, there could be planners for an occasion.
Yeah, little keepsakes, you know, little scrapbooks. Even for the children, maybe over the summer holidays, you know. Could do
I
little...
used to love doing that when as kids. We'd get a scrapbook from the local newsagents.
Yeah, that's right,
with us, and then you pick up literally everything. It could be literally a sweet wrapper from when you stopped at the service.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, well, this is where we stopped at such
services. So let's just...
Forget, don't you, all those years back, you think about scrapbooking. I mean, scrapbooking's been going for many, many years, and planning and things, but you tend to think of them as being newer things, don't you? But they're things that we kind of did all the way back.
Just in a much plainer
really
version. Yeah, just in those kind of books, weren't they? They had all different colour pages in. Double-sided
It was like sugar paper, wasn't it? That you used to
That's right, yeah.
And if you got it wet, the dye all came out over
Yeah, that's it. Happy days. There we go. Just take that little bit off. So
when you're making these, do you suggest both the double-sided tape and a wet
I
glue?
use double-sided tape. I would normally use the stronger, the red double-sided tape, but I've actually run out. But because I'm using wet glue with it as well, it's going to be fine. So, actually, I'm not going to do the wet glue because I'm just using this to show you, and I'm not worried about. I'm just going to do this because then we haven't got to wait for it to dry.
If you need any red liner tape for later, you can always.
But yeah, I would use, you know, normally a strong. There we go. So that's kind of joined together. So now you've obviously all the inside is now looking smart anyway because you've already added all that on. And then the waves. So the waves I'm going to layer onto some greeny colour cardstock.
Makes you feel some real.
I know. Do love the sunshine. Bit of glue.
Well, you're in the right part of the country for it, aren't you?
Yes.
Very envious.
Go. So we'll attach that. So then we've got kind of like a contrasting colour that's going to shine through that.
Nice. There we go.
So we'll pop that one onto our journal.
Wage sign I can bring up on the screen, as you can see there. £9.99, brilliant value. And of course these ones are thinlet dies, so they're not going to take up a lot of storage. You just need your magnetic sheets to keep all the elements together.
So I've cut some little banners here, and again, this is all from our cardstock, so it all coordinates really nicely. So we'll trim that into a banner, and we'll attach this on.
And of course, cardstock, got the details at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget, it's a bumper pack, 80 A4 sheets, 20 different colours, 215 GSM, perfect for your die cutting, as Katie has shown us here, and a lovely gradient of colours as well, taking from those pastel tones right the way through to your deeper darker
You know,
ones.
when we've designed these, we've designed them obviously with die cutting in mind, so they die cut absolutely beautifully.
I love the texture that you've got.
I love textured cardstock. I just think it gives it that real finishing touch. So then we've got the globe here. So what I've done, I've cut that from a couple of different colours. So I'm going to cut the blue off this. So we're just going to cut the little spinny bit off. I'm going to attach that to the silver one. Just pop out the land.
And don't forget the dies that Katie's talking about with the globe and the it's part of the strip in a bottle set. Nice little set, I have to say, and the idea is that you've got elements that are going to fit within the bottle as well. So you've got all the dies here, 7 dies in total, and that bottle's a good size bottle. I'm guessing you could actually trim into that if you wanted to and not have the waves in there. Of course, it is designed to be used, I suppose, that way around, isn't it? It tends to be that way around. The ship that you've got, that's going to fit inside it as well. Reminds me of a certain programme where many of us took inspiration from crafting with double-sided sticky tape and all sorts of things going on. And have a look at that. That's how you can actually use them together. And as Katie said, that little strip will sit neatly inside there, as you can see there. Even got your smaller one there for your message in a bottle too as well. The steering wheel, as we said earlier on, and then of course you've got your anchor there and the globe that Katie's working with at the moment. £11.99, I'll get you all of those, 251304 if you fancy getting them.
So I'm just going to pop some green behind it for the...
Now, just referencing the dies we were talking about earlier on, the book and passport one, the smaller one that we were talking about, that one now, 70% of the stock has gone. So that's that particular one. I'm just going to get Ben to pass me over the little mini album just behind him. Oh, no, sorry, it's just in front of him. Sorry, my mistake. I think it's that size one, isn't it? That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah. So if you fancy making your little booklets or your binders, that sort of size, then this is the die that you want. There you go. 007752, sorry, 009, try again, 752, £27.99p.
Yeah, so pop a little photograph on there.
Oh, that's cute.
And then just embellish it with other little pieces that we've cut.
They're kind of like ice cream colours, these, aren't
yes, they are.
Nice and subtle tones.
Yeah, but I just think these really kind of add finishing touches to it. Pop that one at the top there. And I've just got a little sentiment to add on in a second. We'll just use some foam pads for this one. Nothing's coming off the back today. What's going on? Oh, do you know? There we go. So we'll just pop that one down there. And then I've got... It's not going to stick very well because I haven't got the back off. But then I've just got these. So I've just literally printed these on the computer.
Oh, right. Clever idea.
So you can say whatever you want then. So I'm not even going to cut them in any particular way. Just give them some shape. And then I think I should just distress the edges a little bit. So lovely for making keepsakes for people, and you know, you could almost make up the journals, couldn't you, and then decorate them when you want to.
Oh, yes. Well, they can become, I mean, it's the old wish list kind of thing sometimes as well. It's thinking it forward to maybe, dare I say, Christmas planning.
Yeah, Christmas planners.
Occasion planning, weddings, anniversaries, special birthdays coming up. Even planning a new kitchen or planning a home decor gives you somewhere where you can kind of keep all of those elements together. Almost like a storyboard or a think board, inspiration board.
Yeah, so there you go. And then obviously you'd thread the elastic then, eventually through the sides, and that's what you would have in the centre then to thread all your notebooks into.
Clever idea. Love it.
Good fun.
If you fancy getting hold of the dies that Katie's been using with regards to the elements, details at the bottom of the screen. But of course, the journal die is the large die that Katie's been working with. 086931. This is a journal die. This is your big XL die. So you're going to need your larger mats to actually cut these covers out. If you fancy getting hold of yours, 086931. Of course, don't forget you've got all the different elements that you can add to that during this show. And don't forget the passport, the book and passport one. If you're wanting this particular one, it's proving to be incredibly popular. As Katie says, you can use this on your smaller die cutting machines because of the size of those pages. You just need to move those platforms along as you work it. £27.99, 009752. And then the final one that we've got to share with you is the album. Again, always very popular. popular. And this one, larger, longer pieces again, so you will need your longer machine with this one. 467344, being your item number, £27.99. Very affordable, those large dies are. So definitely worth thinking about. Now, of course, we saw the ship in the bottle die just a few moments ago. This is a brand new one to us here at Hochanda, and it's part of that second chapter. And this is, as we heard from Katie earlier on, Sizzix released 4 chapters during the year. So this one is the second release that we've seen, and it's the first chance that we've had a chance to have a close-up look at it. Lots of different pieces within here that you're going to be able to use, and of course, using them in similar ways to the way that Katie's been using them, or maybe on your cards. Don't forget, jump onto the Sizzix website as well, because you've got not only lots of inspiration of what you can do with this new release, but also download papers as well to get you started. And I love that. You are the anchor to my ship. Ahoy, matey. And then you can see, that's a nice idea, isn't it? Actually threading it through your cord there, as you can see. Absolutely love that. This is pretty. Do you like that, Lou? Lou's having a little look. Yeah? That's pretty, isn't it? Oh, Lou with us is up with us later on. She loves cake. She's just said, I love cake. Did you hear that? I'm glad she's back. I think she's on her way up to the call centre to place an order for these. 251304, £11.99. Of course, the dies, 7 dies here. Beautiful dies that you'll be able to use over and over again and have loads of fun with those. Yeah, so if you want them, here they are for your item number 251304. Of course, we talk about that second chapter. It's not just one set of dies that Sizzix bring to us. They bring us them on a theme. It's almost like a season of dies. So, of course, we're talking spring and summer with these ones. Lots of things that do remind us of those sunny days, and they are here now, aren't they? We've been very busy with those sunshiny days. Hopefully, you've got more to come. So, you've got things like your caravan and your little car featuring there. Of course, those you'll be able to use all year round, to be honest. You've got things like your cacti there as well. Drop pin there as well, as you can see, cameras, lots and lots. I even love the fact that you put your little ice lolly in there, and a pair of flip-flops too as well. I always use one, so I only ever need one die, but yeah, got a pair of them here. Little cherries there as well, and your interlocking hexagons too as well. Lots of fun you'll be having with those ones, definitely. 071-584 if you're wanting to get hold of this. I've got a little sheet here of scrapbook page. Look at this adorable little face here. It just shows you with scrapbooking. Get those photos. Lots of us take such adorable photos on our phones nowadays, but they just stay on there. All you need to do is print off one photo and build up a page, and there you go. Instantly, you can pop that in a frame and pop it on the window, not on the window, on the wall, couldn't you? And then away you go. But of course, all those fabulous decor. Now, if you fancy getting hold of yours, here you go. This is your particular set. 071-584, being your item number, £11.99. Now, the cardstock that we've been looking at, this is proving to be very popular. £16.99, 80 sheets in total, 216 GSM, so optimum thickness for your die cutting. 20 colours in total, as you can see there, and there's lots and lots and lots. Pastel tones going through your primaries there, right the way through to those deeper, darker tones, as you can see there as well. Fabulous collection. 714-897, £16.99, very affordable too as well. Might be worth adding that into your basket. Good weight to it too. Now, if you fancy getting hold of anything else in addition to the dies that we've been talking about, it's just £1 with your post and packing, or maybe just going for your cardstock. Do check it out though. You've got post and packing on your first item, £1 for every additional item. But as soon as it starts getting towards that £6, start thinking about becoming a Freedom member, because it's one of the most economical ways of shopping with us here. And of course, Freedom members discounts as well make things affordable too as well. If you want to become a Freedom member, then check it out on the website. Details are at the bottom of your screen. 888-888, nice easy number to remember. And you can become a Freedom member at the same time as checking out your basket. So it could be the first time that you shopped with us here at Hochanda, and we can help you with that instantly. Give us a call if you need to, 01733 602 Now, the Waves die that we saw just a few moments ago, this is that particular one, and I've just come past the finished sample that I'm actually going to bring in, because it's teaming up some of the dies that we've seen from previous sets. But I just love the backdrop that you've got there. Isn't that cute? Just literally going on to a little booklet that's been just bought with obviously your larger, your thicker covers on there. But just love that little backdrop there. I like the way that you've got little drops that have been used there to create the bubbles, obviously coming from the whales from a previous die set. Isn't that cute? Like that one. But yeah, the die, the waves, you can use that, and you can see that it's cut actually into a larger panel, because that's what you can do. Katie used it on a smaller panel a few moments ago. It's perfectly up to you, whichever way you want to work with it. Again, there you go, using it in a card. Isn't that nice? Just keeping that theme going with those waves and the seaside, summer. It all comes together, doesn't it? 469036, £9.99. Very affordable way of getting hold of that particular die, and I think it's going to be a very useful one to be had too. More to share with you, including florals as well. And this one's a lovely one because you've got floral border in here, but you can use those floral elements in different ways because you've got loads of dies in here. 27 dies in total for £14.99. So you've got your florals in here, you've got your bird, your butterfly, almost like your little photograph, you know, your instant camera photograph there, as you can see, banners as well, butterflies taking flight, and of course all of that fabulous floral content with these as well, little hearts as well, and look at the way you can use these, simply and easily. Gorgeous. Simplicity, that's all you need. Freedom members, we were talking about that a few moments ago, this is where you get your discounts. So this is why it's worth being a Freedom member, because you can get this die just for £13.49 rather than paying the price that everybody else will be paying of £14.99. And all those little savings do add up. 238426 if you fancy getting hold of this set. Do add it into your basket. Just £1 alongside anything else. And I would consider, when you've got 27 dies, you'll need lots of different coloured cardstock. So add in that cardstock we've been chatting about as well. Treat yourself to this next set as well, because this is perfect to work with any of those smaller elements, because some of them are little tiny dies that you might want to make into more of a substantial element with your project. Perfect way of doing that is by using tags. Now here you've got a whole host of different tags. You've got 9 different tags, as you can see here. Some of them have got stitch detail in there. Some of them have got little holes all ready to go. I think they've all got little holes in, actually, yeah, they have. But you can see where you've got that stitch detail around the parameter. Nice. Do like those. Very nice. Very useful. Different sizes there, where you might have a larger one with a little verse or a sentiment on there. Smaller ones might just have a birthday age on there, or maybe a letter spelling out your greeting. But £12.99, really good value. 065710 if you fancy adding those in. Now, do you fancy working with dies and stamps together? Well, guess what? That's exactly what Sizzits have done with this next set here. 3 different sets. So you've got 3 sets of stamps, 3 sets of dies, allowing you to cut out so you don't have to get your scissors out. And can you imagine some of these actually cutting out the detail? The pram especially there, I mean, fine detail with that, with the handle. Can you imagine trying to cut that out? I'd end up with a handleless baby carriage, be going nowhere. Cupcakes as well, nice for the season too. And of course, who could fail to enjoy a lovely sunny bike ride as well? Well, that's what we've got for this season too as well. So again, part of that release, we've got this fabulous set for you. Baby carriage, bicycle number 2 and cupcake, all coming with stamps ready for you to line up and cut out to perfection. £17.97, 648050. Of course, you'll find everything that I've been chatting to you about on the website. I'm going to head back over and see what our Katie's up to. I just want to say everything and more. There's loads on there. Freedom members discounted prices on some elements there too as well, so it's definitely worth having a look at those. And if you do want to personalise with things like alphabets, then why not check out the dainty upper and lowercase set with the numbers for just £22.97. Katie's going to be back with us a little bit later on. She's got another show at 3 o'clock with myself, so I'm sure we'll be covering more during that hour, but why not jump ahead and check out some of the things that are on the website so as you're all ready. And don't forget, if you need a die cutting machine, you've got the details there for you. Big Shot Plus starter kit, and of course that's the perfect one to go for if you are going for some of those larger dies. 3 instalments there, £56.66. Good way of getting hold of it. What are we up to next then?
So we're going to use the summertime die set. So I'm going to use some of the elements. So I've just been die cutting some of them because some of them you need to layer. So I've just been getting ahead of myself and cutting lots of layers on them. But you can see all these elements from the summertime. You get so many different. They're so fun. They're just really good fun.
Lollipops and
so I'm just obviously, because I've got the plus, I can layer lots of them on as well. So that's
a good point.
It's really handy actually.
Nice machine, isn't it?
It's a really good machine, lovely machine. Because you can use it for the smallest elements, like I'm doing here, you know, or something like the journal, which is really big.
But equally so, if you have only got a small die cutting machine, you're okay. You're just cutting them individually. But like you say, maximise the platform that you've got.
So we'll just pop that off. So we've got the little hello word here, so we'll trim that in a second. You can use the negative of that or the actual letters that pop out as well. We've got the camera here. A little shell. Ice lolly. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to layer these all together now. So I'm going to trim into the ice lolly so that we can...
You've even got your sprinkles.
I know, I know. So I'm just
Isn't that fab?
Got to have sprinkles.
Cute. Oh, there you go, you can see just on the underside there, so all the different colours there as well, so you can see it featuring there. What else have we got in here? There's a little shell as well. Look at that, that's cute, isn't it?
Let's pop that out of the way a minute.
Very dinky. And there you can see on the packaging there where you've got the caravan with the door. It's just scored. I'm not using the caravan in this particular project, but you can see how it's cut on 3 sides with the score lines. You can actually open that. Or you can have loads of fun on there. You can put little curtains in there and all sorts.
They're really cute, aren't they?
Fancy this set? £11.99 will get you all of those 17 dies. 071584 if you fancy getting hold of them. Fan cupcakes.
Really cute, aren't they? So I'm just going to trim this hello. Pop that down. And again, this can cut into anything, so you can cut it into as big a piece of cardstock as you want. So I'm just going to attach that to some cardstock, actually. And I'll let that dry while I'm sticking everything else down.
So could you cut a tag out and then actually have that cutting into one of the tags?
Yes, you could.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yes.
Team the 2 sets up. Of course, you've got your fall away as well, so if you do want those little letters and use them individually, you can do that too.
Yeah, so we'll attach that to there. I think my scissors have got so much sticky stuff attached to them that actually everything is now sticking to them. There we go.
So have you been busy working with these dies in new upcoming dies?
Yeah, kind of doing all sorts with these dies, you know, although I've not been here, I've been doing all sorts of projects with these dies, and it's gonna... I'm making the most of the summer projects because you know what's going to come up as soon as summer.
Oh, don't. And that's when you're trying to get prepared for those Christmas shows in the heat of the summer.
Yeah, it's absolutely boiling. Sometimes, literally, sometimes you're working at home and it's so warm and yet you're working on these Christmas projects.
Yes, it's hard. Oh, I need to tell you about those dies as well. If you're wanting to get hold of that passport book one, this one now approaching limited stock. Oh. There you go. That's the one. A little bit of detail there showing you absolutely adorable little albums you could be creating with these. And of course, it's going to allow you to create those gorgeous covers that you can actually cut from your chipboard. So really good weight there. You need to make sure that you've got one of the big shots machines that will accommodate for those steel rule dies. It doesn't have to be the largest one because, as Katie said, you can move your cutting plates around this particular one to cover the area that you are cutting. But this is it. The stock that we've got is all the stock that we can get hold of. So if you've not got it in your basket and checking out during this show, you might find that at 3 o'clock when Katie's back, this die won't be back. So I can't see it being here at that stage.
So what I'm doing, I'm just adding some kind of layers of cardstock and paper.
Okay.
And I'm just going to add these photographs on of my not so smiley. She's very smiley in these photographs, but she's 14 now.
She's got a cheeky little face.
Yeah, she still has, actually. Yeah.
Gorgeous curly hair.
I know. No, because she straightens it all out. And I'm one of those typical mums that I promised I'd never be. Oh, Alice, don't straighten your hair. I like it so much curly. And yeah, I find myself saying it still. So we've got the little plant here. So what I've done is I've cut this from some different... Yeah, there we go. So I've cut the pot from a different colour. So we'll just trim off that.
And this is making... You know those scraps, those little tiny pieces?
It is. It's little pieces left over.
Because it tends to be that if you've got anything, say, I don't know, 2.5 centimetres each...
Yes, you just scoop it up, don't you?
Yeah, but put them all into a little box and you can actually turn them into usable pieces.
So I'm just going to take all my lollies here and I'm going to trim these. So you've got the little line there, so you can just trim it. And then attach it to one as the base. Just start building him up.
Oh, my mouth's watering there.
Yeah. We all want ice lollies now.
Nice long
yeah.
Could be whatever you want, couldn't it? It could be strawberry and vanilla.
Yeah, it can be whatever your favourite is. There we go. Attach that to the bottom. So then you've got your own personalised lolly stick there. So I just get some foam pads and add to the back of all these. Oh, I've got my camera there as well. I need to piece together, haven't I?
can get really creative with these though, can't you?
You can have really good fun with them. Make your own kind of little embellishments, couldn't you?
Like the little potted plant that you've got there. If you're just working with some flowers and you just need a little bit of foliage behind them, just chop into it.
So there we go. So these are the little circles that add on to the camera. Make the lens. These would be good with scrapbooks with like selfies and things, wouldn't it, having the camera on?
Again, this is where having all those different colours of cardstock's useful.
Yes. Makes it so easy because they all coordinate. There we go.
Really good quality cardstock. 20 different colours in there. Got 80 sheets in total. A lovely gradient of colours going from pastel tones, those lovely ice creamy tones as we can see here, right the way through to your darker tones. You've got your deep greys in there as well. £16.99, 714897. You can imagine just how far it's going to go when you are cutting these little tiny pieces out. But it means that you've got the continuity of the design. So of course you've got that kind of linen effect running right the way through everything that you've die cut. So that's why it's always good to cut everything out the same style of cardstock.
So pop that there. And really, you're just using these die cuts now to embellish the project. You know, it gives it that real finishing touch, doesn't it?
And it's funny because sometimes we'll look at a die set and instantly we think about, when we see something with ice lollies on and things like that, instantly think, oh, it's got to be something that's holiday themed. Well, there's nothing about those photos that is holiday. It could have been taken in May, it could have been taken in December for all we know. But it is...
That's right.
It just works.
So we've got the little clam here. Pop that one onto the clip. So that's the clip, that's how that works. It's really cute, isn't it?
I like that. It's a good size as well for letters and things like that, or numbers.
Yes, just add that one on there. And then just to embellish it, just to give it a little bit of... I don't know if I picked them up, actually. I might not have them with me. I had some adhesive stones, so I haven't got them. So we'll pop that there, but I've put this into a frame, actually, as well.
Right.
So once it's done... Obviously, you just add it into a really simple white frame.
Oh gosh, these are affordable from a Swedish store,
aren't they? Just
yeah,
stock up on these. Yeah, but really good way of just, you know, a really good picture or something. Like Annabelle was 18 this week, and to give gifts like this of something that's a keepsake is really good.
Oh, that's fabulous. Katie, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to give you a very quick recap, and hopefully we can squeeze another little demo in. Details on your screen for that cardstock. Of course, if you want to get hold of it, don't forget 80 sheets, 20 different colours. Definitely get that into your basket. Also get into your basket this die, and you see, just use it, the little lollipop there, the little potted plant. Summertime die, 071-584-17 dies. But don't just think of it being a summertime. You will be able to use it all year round for lots of different photos. £11.99. Pop it into your basket, and it's part of the latest chapter release from Sizzix. Ship in a Bottle is another one of those, the latest releases too as well, and this will work alongside the die set we've just looked at, because of course you've got that kind of holiday theme going with this too as well. 251304. It's a nice one as well for things like Father's Day as well. Regularly see things kind of like the ocean waves theme featuring £11.99 if you want to get this one. Actually, talking about waves, why not check out this other die set that's come as part of this release too as well. It's a fabulous one that's going to be able to cut. It's not got a harsh edge to it, so it's going to cut into your cardstock. And this is your Waves die by Sharon Drury, as you can see, £9.99, 469036. Now, I have got some news for you with regards to some of those dies that we've been chatting about. The Passport die, that big die that we've been talking about, it is extremely limited stock. We are now down to single figures. This is your last chance to get hold of it. Could well sell out before the end of the hour. I will keep you updated, but if it does go before the end of the hour, I doubt very much it will be here at 3 o'clock when Katie's back with us. But if you want yours, I would suggest get into your basket and checked out before we get to the end of the show. Come back and watch the demonstration on Rewind, but make sure you do get hold of that. So what are we up to next?
So we've got the stamp here now. So this is the baby carriage stamp. So we haven't got very long, so I thought we'd just stamp this out. And we've got some actual the Sizzix pens, I think, on the show as well, haven't we?
Yes, we have, yes.
I've not seen these die cut that
before.
So pop that down there. So there's our carriage.
Nice. Now we have got the pen sets, we're going to bring the details up for you. We've got a set of 12 alcohol pens, £15.99, 04400072. I don't know what it is with me with numbers today, I can't get them in the right order. So yeah, if you fancy going for these, please do so. Fabulous array of different colours, which we'll be able to see a little bit later on. But jump onto the website, you will be able to find them on there.
So then we've just got some pens. So So we can quickly just kind of colour this in with it. So these are blendable, they're alcohol markers, so they work in exactly the same way. But what you'll find is they coordinate with all the cardstock.
Oh, yes, of
course. To you. They're the same colour as all the cardstock, so you know if you're using the cardstock as a background, these are going to coordinate beautifully. So I'll just colour this really quickly.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, look at these pens.
I know, I do love pens.
Oh, double tipped as well, I'm just reading it. They're double-ended.
Yeah, double-ended.
Fine tip and a broad tip. Alcohol ink, acid-free. Very nice. Of course, permanent marker pens, you can use them to change colours of things like your ribbons and your gems as well.
That's right, yeah, perfect for that.
Like say, if they're going to coordinate with your cardstock, then yeah, you could be changing.
It makes life so easy to do that,
gems
doesn't
and
it?
your
Really easy to do that. So we'll just add some detail here. So I'm doing this really, really quickly.
No,
obviously.
it's fabulous.
They give a lovely coverage. They're really smooth there.
Get right in deep with those, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you've got really nice control over them. It's
No, I've actually got the pens here in the box. You can see a nice range of colours featuring here. So you've got your primary tones in here as well. Pastel tones that we're seeing in action at the moment. So you can see that fabulous green that Katie's just been using, the pink featuring there too as well. And because they blend, of course, you can kind of take them from one colour through into another. Yeah, that's right. Don't forget, cardstock is designed to work alongside these as well, so if you do want to go for that cardstock, please do so. You've got 80 sheets, and again, good base to work with because these are going to work perfectly alongside them. 714897 being your item number, £16.99. Really good bundle of those. In fact, can I see Katie's? Oh, she popped them away. Only got a couple of minutes left, and in those final 2 minutes I have to let you know that technically that passport die that we were chatting about has sold out. What does that mean, technically sold out? It means it's sitting in somebody's basket but they haven't quite checked it out yet. I will keep you notified, so if we do have any that fall back into our stock before the end of the show, I will let you know. But if it's in your basket, you need to be checking it out because I know there's lots of other people that will pick it up. Yeah. The moment it does fall out.
So I'll just quickly, I've got the die here now to just quickly cut it out, just to show you if you've not seen these before. So basically you stamp it and then line up your die. Excuse my colour in there, it's a bit... And then pop it through.
Simple as that.
Go. And then it's cut around perfectly.
Oh, look, so that's how they work.
Yeah. So it just makes it really easy to cut
professional
around.
Is that result? Absolutely no. Fabulous way of using those. So yeah, if you fancy getting hold of those, do add them into your basket as well. Whether it's the dies with the stamps, whether it's those pens, whether it's the cardstock. Just make sure you get it into your basket as soon as you possibly can. 648050. Don't forget that set that we've been chatting about as well. Oh, thank you. That particular set is these. You're going to get those fabulous stamps, the lovely clear stamps, so you can see exactly where you're stamping with those. Don't forget those pens are going to work perfectly with these too as well. And of course, you've got your cupcake there. Die is going to marry up perfectly. You've even got things like sentiments featuring on there too as well. So do consider getting a hold of these for £17.98. It's definitely worth considering. Kate, we're going to see you back here. Is it 3 o'clock?
Yes.
Yep, lovely. So make sure you come back and join us too as well. Got lots more coming up though, so don't disappear, don't go far from your TVs because we've got some fabulous shows and some of which I can't wait. We've got Lou with us in the building as well, so we know that's going to be fun. If you want to get hold of anything during this hour, check it out your baskets, especially if you have got that passport die, because if it falls out, somebody will pick it up. See you later. Got all sorts going on today. Highlights from today, we've got my Soap Mind box coming up with Hazel and Abby, and I think Yanis is with them. I'm going to be back with Indigo Blue and the lovely Lou with us later on, not at 4 o'clock though, but then we've got Craft Price Drop tonight as well for lots of bargains, and then the one-day special.
Witchcraft are excited to bring you Stamp Magic, their incredible stamping and papercraft show. And Hochanda will be there supporting you. Set in Doncaster's The Dome, within Lakeside Leisure Park, Stamp Magic has brought together the UK's most dedicated craft experts in this intimate surrounding since 2004.